WSCF Vero Beach. Christian FM.
Playoff time. Hey, Vero Nation, welcome to Countdown to Kickoff. We are at Heritage High School for round one. Last week, Vero finished the regular season with a needed win over Columbia. Little did we know that win would help us a lot. The win moved us up from number 6 to number 4 spot in the bracket, and we'll face number 5, Heritage. Now, why are we on the road as the lower seed? Well, Heritage is a district champ and earned a home game. The Panthers are 9-1 and will be a tough challenge for the Indians, but that's to be expected now at this stage of the season. We're an hour before we get this game underway, so a lot to get to. We'll check in with Matt and Derek from the field in a little bit. Bobby's here with another edition of Women of the Fighting Indians, and Gary and I will talk about the X's and O's about tonight's ball game. Plus, we'll get a chance to meet one of our players, R.J. Jones. But first, let's talk to Coach Jankowski about all things Vero Beach, and he's standing by with Matt Paris.
Well, Coach Jay, congratulations on wrapping up the regular season with a 31-10 win over Lake City, Columbia. Let's talk about the offensive effort from last week. And there's a saying in sports that when the man goes down, the next man comes up. And we certainly have that with Jonathan Hilsman. Knee gets tweaked. He has to come out. And how about Lansford stepping up in a big way for you guys?
Yes, I was, first off, thank you. That was a big win for us. And obviously against a very formidable opponent, and Josh, just very proud of him. He's just a great kid and has really just done a great job all season. I know sometimes it doesn't show because everything is based on games and the evaluation of games, but it's been really a whole lot of fun to coach Josh and watch him progress through the season and really just do everything you've ever asked. And I think probably it's been the last 3 or 4 weeks before each game or during the week I've made mention that there's going to be somebody that we don't know who it is, but that thinks that their role is not as great as really what it is, and it'll happen with the snap of a finger that things happen very fast, and as you say, you're one play away, next man up, all those kinds of things, and it's just great when you have great kids that step up in those occasions and really live by that saying, like by both of those sayings. And Josh was ready and stepped up in a big way against a very talented team, a very talented defense specifically, and I thought did a great job. Both he and Octavian really handled the brunt of the running back load there once Jonathan went down, and again, great kids, and it's always, I think I've mentioned this on previous shows as well, that on Friday nights I've become their biggest fans, and they're a lot of fun to watch play.
Coach, taking from the running backs to the wide receivers, another young man who's just been having a great season, had a great night, was Isaiah Roberts. I believe he had 10 catches and one of them for a touchdown.
Yes, Isaiah is, again, I think we've seen his production, increase, and obviously I think that was his, as far as receptions go, probably his best night of the season, and he's just a guy that provides a lot of versatility. He's been the one staple in the receiving room, if we call it a room, where he's stayed healthy all season. We've been able to use him in multiple positions, and he's been very productive, and he's got a very high football IQ, can do a lot of different things. The other night you mentioned the 10 receptions, the big touchdown catch there to get us rolling there to start the game, and again, we'll need to continue to utilize his skill set, move him around to different positions, and see what he can do.
Coach, I'm going to say it. We had some phantom holding calls, and they were on our wide receivers. And when I say phantom, because I actually had the chance to go look at the film and watch multiple times, just like looking for anything, and he just couldn't find it. But you pride yourselves on getting those receivers to make those blocks and hold those blocks. What do you say to a young man when he's doing his job, but he's just the yellow flag's coming out?
You don't want him to stop working, because we do work tirelessly at blocking on the perimeter, and our guys know, our receivers know that in order to be on the field and stay on the field, that has to be something that they take pride in, and I've been very proud of guys like Mekhi Simmons and Eddie Torres, and I thought that Tutu Griffin came in and did a great job of blocking on the edge, and it just gives you such a different dynamic to be able to stretch the field horizontally as well as vertically, and make them defend the field, the whole field, and so when those calls happen, you just really continue to emphasize to your players, you keep your hands inside, make sure you just have to go above and beyond to do, not allow them to call anything, or not allow them to be fooled or tricked, and it's just something about being on the edge. You're out there in the open field, and there's, as we know, there's all kind of things that go on in the trenches that are never seen, never called, and I think, unfortunately, especially against some of our different opponents, common opponents that we face, sometimes multiple times a year. I think they're coached to do those things, and that's the frustrating part when you know that's how things are coached, and it doesn't get called on the flip side. But again, we're all human beings, and we've got tough jobs in all phases, myself included, and so we all make mistakes. I'm not faulting anybody. It's just one of those things where our receivers got to continue to work at it. We don't want to discourage them from the importance and the significance of blocking on the perimeter.
I can tell you from the booth and all the guys that's in the radio show, that's been one of the things over the years that we've been so just happy to see, but just proud as far as being a Fighting Indian fan, how well our receivers block, and they do a great job year in, year out. So that's Coach Jankowski. I'm Dr. Matt. We'll be right back with take a look at last week's win from the defensive side. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours are online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizzas, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277, or capspizzamenu.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, how about that defense last week for Vero? Lake City comes into town, 31-10, and one of those wasn't even off of the defensive effort. But, 4 turnovers by your defense.
Yeah, our defense is, I think we've probably talked about it most every week, that, it's just been outstanding, and our players just playing at a high level. I think, when you talk about the 4 turnovers, the four interceptions, I think it at least last week, really showed that our secondary is playing very well, and I think we've got a nice rotation of guys that are staying fresh and doing some great things, and it really is a team approach on defense, and for those guys to get those interceptions, obviously you got to get after the quarterback and harass him a little bit. You got to make those windows small, and I think the one thing that sometimes gets left out is if you can make the offense a little one-dimensional, and we were able to really limit their run game, shut their run game down, so to speak, and force them to do some things that I don't think that they would have preferred to do, and so those 4 interceptions were big. Set up some great field position. Obviously, Elijah had two interceptions there, and one led to one of our touchdowns with the 1 yard line. He almost got the pick six, and I think we punched it in. The next play on offense, and then a Mars at the end there where he had a highlight reel return, and that one was called back, but that ended up getting across the goal line. So a lot of exciting things happening on defense, but I think more than anything, the consistency, the week in and week out, great effort. Our coaches have done a great job in scheming up our opponents' offenses, and our players have executed that game plan week in and week out. We surely will need a lot of that tonight, and looking forward to the challenge that we have. But our defensive players and our coaches have really stepped up each and every week.
They certainly have. Coach, let's talk about Amar Reynolds. That point of emphasis that the refs are having now. He runs 80 yards, and there was a block behind the play, if you want to say. And can you give us a little more in depth on that call?
Yeah, that's the call, and again, it's one of those that's very, very difficult to coach. We obviously have emphasized and re-emphasized the points of emphasis that we get from the officials in the preseason, and then of course each and every week. And that blocking behind the play is a safety concern, and you understand it. I mean, if you go back to when you and I played, anytime there was a ball was in transition or a play was happening in transition, and a guy was crossing fields or something, it was you better keep your head on a swivel because something was coming. And so they've tried to limit those types of plays, and this particular play, I mean, I really it gets called back. Amar is coming off a little bit of a hamstring deal, and he was trying to keep from having to put it into third and fourth gear there, and just he made a great return and was trying to get it coasted into the end zone, and really I think the guy had a chance to at least put a hand on him, and the block happens, and I really can't fault our guy for making a hustle play. It was a clean block. It was in the front, and, but it was ruled as being behind the play, and I think as he's crossing the goal line or at the 2 yard line or so, maybe the defensive player was a yard behind him, and maybe 2 yards at most, and so that's kind of how that gets called, and it's unfortunate because it was a great play, and you like to finish with a bang there, but you learn about that a little bit, and heading into the playoffs, we're going to have to keep things clean and do what's expected.
Well, very subjective, but we like the fact that they're trying to protect the players. If you've played the game back in the day, I think we've all been not so sucker punched, but your head wasn't on a swivel, and your head got put on a swivel by someone else. So that's not a bad way to protect the players. So that's Coach Jay. I'm Dr. Matt. We'll be right back. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known.
and unafraid to love the hardest heart of stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. I'm Dr. Matt, hanging out with our very own Coach Lenny Jankowski. Coach, we've been talking about things on the field with our players. How about some of the stuff and the neat stuff that you're doing with the players off the field?
Well, I get to brag to you guys all the time about our players, and they do. Goodness, they get involved with lots of things behind the scenes here at school and in our community. We're asked to do a lot of things, and some of a couple of things that our guys have done here lately. Starting a few weeks ago, Vero Beach Elementary brought a group of fifth graders over, fourth and fifth graders, I believe, and came to practice, and we partnered each of those guys and girls up with one of our seniors, and so there's a buddying system, mentoring system that we've got in place with VBE and some of our seniors, and we had an opportunity to go down there to Vero Beach Elementary and be there for for student drop off, both in the bus loop and in the car drop off parking lot. And our kids were able to greet the students coming to school, and that was a lot of fun. And they had they had jerseys on that day, and that was a lot of fun. I get to see our guys interact with some of those young bucks, and they're huge Fighting Indian fans already, so it's a lot of fun to see. And then this past week we were over at Beachland Elementary, and Miss Finnegan, the principal there, we had a chance to work together for a while here at Vero Beach High School, and she's done a great job at Beachland, and we had an opportunity to bring some players over there and kick off their readathon. And they it's not just and from what I understand, it's not just the hours that they put in, but it's also a fundraiser. And so anybody that's listening that wants to help out Miss Finnegan and Beachland, they're involved with the fundraiser, their readathon, and we were able to kick that off and watch our guys, help the kindergartners get started reading. That was a lot of fun, or maybe the kindergartners were helping our guys read. I'm not sure which was going on, but it was a lot of fun to watch, and then we went back a few days later and were able to follow up with some of the other grades. So again, it just it puts a smile on my face to not just see our guys do it, but see all that they get out of. A lot of times you look at community projects and you think that, well, we're giving back to the community. Well, really, I think the opposite is happening. I think that the community gives back to us, and I think that our guys really benefit by being around different groups of kids. Obviously, opening their eyes up to what role models they are. They have fans all over the place of all walks of life, and I think they show some appreciation, and it's been a big point of emphasis just this week, really, on just showing gratitude and being appreciative for all that they have. So it's always fun to watch our guys interact and see them get involved with different community projects.
Wow, isn't that special? That's there's an old saying that says, just don't be a taker, but be the giver as far as the community goes. And you see it. This community does support this team so much, and what a great way. And I can just only imagine, as you were talking about it, the smiles on those kids' faces when they see the Indians in their uniforms, getting a high five from them, and then coming and watching at the game. So that's a great story. Thanks, Coach. When we come back, we're going to take a look at tonight's game against Palm Bay Heritage. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Well, Coach Jay, tonight, first round of the playoffs, and we draw Palm Bay Heritage. They are 9-1 on the season, and typically you'll see in the first round, if you rank as high as we did, a fourth-ranked opponent, that you're not drawing a 9-1, but that's what we get. We get 9-1 Palm Bay, and they are playing some pretty good ball up there.
Yeah, I think it says a lot about our region. We were talking about this on the Coach's Corner that I think 1 through 8, all the 8 teams that are in our region, I think, anybody can beat anybody. And it's surely the 4-5 game, because as the 4 seed, we're playing the 5 seed. That probably should be pretty even anyway, just based on seeding. And so, yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that is going to come down to all the things that we talk about in the previous 10 weeks, but I've told our players that this week, that there's 8 teams in the entire region. There's only 8 teams playing this and practicing this week. I think we did a count of the 14 area schools that play football. There's only 3 or 4 that are still practicing, and sometimes we lose sight of that. And again, we talked about, showing appreciation and being appreciative of what we have, being one of the themes this week. And I threw that in as look, we better really like what we're doing right now, and we better like practicing. You better like, working and preparing, because I think that's really important at this stage to enjoy it and not lose sight of that enjoyment and play the game and practice the game that we really love doing. And I think that if we're able to do that and keep all those things in perspective, I think you get a lot more out of what you're putting into it. And so this week's been a good week. Heritage is a very, very talented football team. I think they've got a lot of team speed. I think they're very well coached. They had a long-time coach, Mark Ainsley, that was there for a while, and I got to know Coach Ainsley over the years. And he stepped down just this year as head coach, but he's still the D coordinator. And watching their defense has I think, I was talking to him in the off season, and one of the reasons that he moved into that spot was so that he could start coaching again, because all the things that you have to do as the head coach, and his defense is very well coached, and they've got a lot of good speed over on that side of the ball. And then offensively, do some really good things as well. I've been impressed with their quarterback. They've got a running back that plays on both sides of the ball. Obviously, a very talented player, number 12, and some good receivers, good linemen. And then they're just a quality football team. You don't become 9-1 in this state just because you get lucky 9 times. So they're good, and we've got our hands full. We've got some challenges ahead of us, but I think we're looking forward to those challenges. I would hope that when they've studied us on film, that they would suggest that they have some challenges ahead of them as well. So. Again, just really looking forward to it. I love the playoff time of the year, and it's always a lot of fun, and really look forward to these challenges, and excited to be where we're at, and hoping that we play our best game tonight.
Coach, Vero is just so accustomed to being in the playoffs, and is that one of the things that you were saying to the kids, like, hey, don't take this for granted and soak it up, enjoy it, but don't take it for granted just because we're Vero that we're in the playoffs, but, play hard and enjoy every moment.
Yeah, I think that's really that in a nutshell, that, you don't want them to take it for granted, because it is such a special thing to make the playoffs and to get an opportunity to play in the state playoffs and make a run at this thing. And I think our goal is to win the game this week. Win the game this week, and we need to do that each and every week. And that's been the goal from week one, and that's still that's the prize this week, and so if we can stay within that mindset and do keep our eyes on the road, as we like to say, and do that, I think that we'll be fine. But there's some challenges, and we've got to be ready for 48 plus minutes, and whatever that takes us, as long as we get max effort, I'm sure we'll be proud of the end result.
There's no doubt. Well, Coach, as always, thank you for sitting down with us. We'll let you get back to the players, and I'll shoot it up to the booth. You're listening to Countdown to Kickoff on your Christian FM.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system, thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelite.treasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Well, Vero Nation, it is here. This is what we've been looking forward to since the season began, and it is round one of the playoffs, the quarterfinal of the state playoff series for 4S and Region 3. And I'm Paul Tipton along with Gary Parris. And Gary, this is what you play for. You hope that you have a good enough season that you get the invite and you get into the state series. And Vero Beach did exactly what they needed to do, and they got in.
Absolutely, and it's like Lenny told you and I at Cap's Corner, Coach's Corner at Cap's, was how many teams are not here. Those guys didn't make it that would love to be here. You're among the privileged. You've earned the right to be here. You worked hard. Starts back in the summer, and you all through the heat and the sweating and the running and the lifting and everything that you put in. All that effort is to be here tonight, to be a part of the playoff system, to be part of the opportunity to win a state championship.
Well, and you think about it, there are 4 regions, so there's 32 teams in the 4S that have an opportunity to play tonight. Everybody else is sitting at home. And so you just heard Coach, Matt and Coach were talking about this a little while ago about not taking things for granted. Vero Beach has routinely made it to the playoffs, but this is something that you could easily take for granted when you just feel like this is where you're supposed to be all the time.
Absolutely, and that tells me if there's 32, as you said, that means there's probably about 45 sitting back watching it or trying to, find out why they didn't make it. Coaches are asking themselves, why aren't we there? What did we do? What do we got to do to be here? This is a great opportunity for a lot of coaches to get out and see what other schools are doing and try to mimic their offense or mimic their defense. We saw this team, Heritage, we saw them in the spring. Now, I don't really take a lot what they did in the spring and think about it being tonight. They were 9-1.
True.
They came into this season fighting hard to get here. They had a ton of shutouts. I think they had like 6 shutouts out of the 10 games they played. The only loss they had was to Vito, and Vito did a pretty good job on them on that game. But other than that, they're a very tough, very competitive team. They like to run it and they like to throw it. They're a combination of both.
And then on the flip side, you got Vero Beach coming in here 8-2. Your two losses are two teams that are in the playoffs, Treasure Coast and Seminole.
Two of the best two teams in our region are those two teams. I mean, they're very good, and they're competitive. They know how to play the game, both of them. Treasure Coast we saw a couple weeks ago. There was a game where I really thought we had a good chance to win. We just had some misfortunes. We had a lot of turnovers. We were our own worst enemy that game. And then Seminole just kind of put a good old whipping on us earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And so, there's a good chance we win tonight. We're going to possibly get one of those teams next week.
Well, not possibly. We will. We will get one of those teams next week. Now, the possibility could be if Osceola wins, then Vero Beach could get a home game out of this, which is not something we were expecting, Gary. I mean, look, I think we were all a little pleasantly surprised on Sunday when the reveal show came out and when we saw our bracket and we moved from 6 to number 4. That was surprising.
That's a big jump. We were, like you and I, it would have been, if we would have finished 5th, we still would have probably played who we played. Heritage would have probably been at 4th. But when we got 4th, the top 4th, the only thing good about that is that we may have a position where we may get a home game.
Right.
Depending if the opponent we play did not have is a non-district winner.
True. Well, that's only in the first round. After that, everything
it's the highest seed.
So there could be some benefits for Vero Beach moving up like that. And so, how huge of a win was it last Friday against Lake City, Columbia? A big win to get vaulted from 6 to number 4.
And they had a lot of respect for us too, and we had a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
They played hard. They played very physical. They made us make a lot of mistakes at times, and it was a good game to have before you go into the playoffs, because you played Treasure Coast, you had to recover from them. They set you back, so now you got to play a game. You played your best and you won. You put your best out there and you won. They were a team that had won 4 straight games in a row, Columbia, and they were going for their 5th straight. They'd already won their district, so that was a big push for us because we beat a team that's won their district.
Vero Beach on the road tonight in round 1 of the state playoffs to take on Heritage here in Palm Bay. Gary and I are going to come back in just a moment to talk a little bit more about tonight's contest. We'll be back with more Countdown to Kickoff right after this.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back. We're in Palm Bay, home of the Heritage Panthers here, and we're getting set for tonight's contest. It's the quarterfinal of the region. We are in region number 3 of Class 4S. And so Vero Beach with the 4th seed has got the opportunity not only to play in the playoffs, but maybe down the road we might see an actual possibility of a home game. We'll talk more about that as we get into this broadcast a little bit later on, because we'll have to keep our eyes on a game that is south of us tonight, and that is Treasure Coast and Osceola, who are playing tonight. Winner of that game will face the winner of this game next Friday night. Gary, this season, man, it just seemed like it just kind of blew by. I mean, like the first couple of games, you feel like, man, I think it feels like we played for a month or so, and then next thing you know, bam, we're here at the end of the season.
Well, you're coming off during the summer, you have your weightlifting and you have your 7-on-7s and your lineman camps, and you're pretty busy doing that. Then all of a sudden, before you realize, July 31st is here, and that was the opening day of the season. And then in about 3 weeks, we had a game.
Yeah.
We opened up our kickoff classic this year, and then next week we got a regular season game, and then we were off to the races, like you said, Paul. It's really amazing. Here we are, the 10th of November, and it's going to be the last game for a lot of teams, 16 teams in our region tonight.
Well, that is true, and so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out here tonight, Gary. This is a team in Heritage, as you talked about in the last segment, that has a 9-1 record, but this is a very gritty team. They love to run the ball, and they've got a good running back in Benson.
Benson is outstanding. You know, their stats, we were never able to get a total stats for the season on any of them, but they like to run the ball. Benson is an outstanding running back. He will be a challenge for our defense, and especially to those guys up front. Then you got a great quarterback, a kid that can throw the ball pretty good, Joseph Tenta. That is a really good throwing quarterback. We saw these guys in the spring. We got an idea what they can do. But you can't put a lot of merit in a spring game because you're playing everybody. You want to look at everybody.
Yeah.
And so, but this team likes to run the ball, but they also will throw the ball.
Yeah, they will throw the ball. There's no doubt about that. They've got some talented receivers as well. All right, Gary, what do you see for Vero Beach? Keys for tonight?
Our keys tonight on defense. Let's do defense. Defense has got to be able to make the middle tough. Don't let them make them try to bounce outside because we've got excellent safeties that'll come flying up. Our linebackers do a good job. We've got to shut Benson down, try to give him make it uncomfortable for him to run the ball. And defensive backs, we just got to do our job. They're going to throw the ball. They got good receivers. They're going to try to find the soft spots. If we run a zone, they're going to. But again, put pressure on the quarterback like he's never felt before. Play havoc. Bill Mata is a fantastic coach. If there's anything the man can do, he can stunt, blitz. He'll play havoc on a defense there. So that's my feelings on defense is that we got to get after them. We got to create turnovers and give us those possessions for the opportunities. Offensively, we've got to find the open opportunities. We've missed several of these in the last few games. We've missed opportunities where we either misread or we dropped the ball or we had interceptions or we missed blocks or whatever it may be. But we've got to do a better job of protecting the quarterback, and our quarterback's got to do a good job of reading what's out there in front of him. Take what's given to you and get the ball downfield to the talented receivers. Running game. It's going to be Osby, and it's going to be Lanceford. For those guys, they've got to run hard. Those guys are good running backs. This offensive line has got to create holes, and they got to create havoc. We know that Osby's a powerful running back, and we may not have the talent. We may not have Hillsman tonight, but he's being missed because he's the leading receiver and he's the leading rusher. So that means that next man up mentality. You got to have that. So you guys, this offensive line has got to allow the quarterback to throw the ball, and they've got to create holes for our running backs. We may lose if Hellsman doesn't play, then you still got talent in Osby and Lunsford, and you got a great receiving core.
Yeah, no doubt about that. We saw that last week with Osby, and man, I still cannot get out of my head that 28-yard run he had last week was something special to watch. All right, folks, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we're going to get a pulse down on the field. We're counting down to kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Caps Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back as we are getting set for tonight's contest. Vero Beach on the road for round 1 of the state playoffs for Region 3. They're here in Palm Bay to take on the Heritage Panthers. Let's go down the field, check in with the guys, see what's going on. We'll start with Derek West. Derek, what you hear?
Guys, what a glorious, glorious day for playoff. A chance to really reset, to get refocused, and we talked about it a little bit this morning. A playoff is a new season, and it's can't think any other time to play a playoff game tonight. One issue tonight, Matt and I were sitting down here talking. We were looking at the crown on the field. We have a crown, but not like this crown. It looks like a ski slope. So not used to playing on grass all the time. So the running game, I think, is going to be a really key factor tonight. When I was talking to the defensive coaches, key on those guys tonight. I do think that there's going to be some opportunities on of line, particularly Matthew Bacon, maybe Antoine Montgomery being able to get a jump off the ball. That's going to be really, really important tonight. But the coaches have been practicing and talking about focusing all week and refocusing, and take every play, take it as a playoff play. Every single play is a playoff play, and it's always going to be a playoff play till the end of the fourth quarter. And if we'll give good effort and we give good focus tonight, and we do our part to really limit their offense. This is an offense that the last 2 games scored in the 40s, in the high 40s, 49 points. The last game, 42, I think, in the game before that. So a really good offense tonight. So our defense really needs to buckle up and get down and get ready to play some playoff football.
All right, Derek is definitely ready for tonight's action with that defense. Let's look on the other side of the ball. We turn to Dr. Matt Parrish for the offensive report. Matt. All right, well, I think we've been trying to work on some issues with the wireless mics here tonight. We're in unfamiliar territory, so we'll have to step aside. We will get a short report from Matt by the time we get to kickoff. We'll work on some things, and we'll get these technical issues kind of worked out here. Hey, when we come back, we're going to check in with one of our players, R.J. Jones. We're going to get to know him, and Bobby Parrish is coming up with Women of the Fighting Indians. We're counting down to kickoff here at your Christian FM.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone. From barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Gino's Nutrition Shop carries a wide selection of safe supplements for athletes no matter their age, especially regular gym goers. I'm Gino, and we love supporting the Fighting Indians. Our supplements work for muscle recovery, hydration, focus, immunity health, along with grab-and-go meals. At Gino's Nutrition Shop in Miracle Mile, our customers are family.
The mission of the Fighting Indian is excellence, teamwork, and consistency. The same holds true for the McCall Agency, Inc., a local independent agency and broker and 4th-generation resident of Vero Beach. To learn more about their insurance products and risk management, 772-473-6856. And their site is McCallagencyinc.com, serving the Treasure Coast since 1956.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff on the Vero Nation Network. Time to get to know your Indians.
We're with RJ Jones. And RJ, it's a pleasure to have you here at Vero Beach. Let's see. Let me see if I got this right. You're playing corner, you're playing wide receiver, punt return, cheerleader, everything else. You're doing it all, man.
Yes, sir. I like to do whatever to make best for the team. You know?
Now, you transferred in here from another school. What brought you to Vero Beach?
You know, I just wanted to play more competition, and it's like a family over here. I'm glad I came over here. Me and my mom loves it, and we like brothers over here.
Yeah, it is a great place to be. And, of course, hey, man, how about playing on this brand-new turf? You guys are the first ones to play on it.
Oh, yeah, this turf is great. It got air conditioning and everything. Oh, my God, I can't even explain it for real.
Yeah, it is. It's super nice, super, super nice. Yeah, so you come in from another school, and you're here at Vero, but it was a little bit of a rough start. You're about ready to start the season. You get an injury, man. Talk about your journey getting back out here on the field. What was that like?
It was really hard. You know, just got to thank God I'm really back out here, and just thank my family for pushing me through and my brothers, you know. But now that I'm out here, it feels great. I'm playing hard with my team. Now we're trying to win a state championship. Nothing less, you know. Just really got to thank God for that.
Absolutely, man. And you're making an impact on the field. I mean, right away. I mean, I think about that one interception. I mean, we're standing out here on our field right now, and I'm looking off to my left over here, and I remember that interception where you basically just took it away from the guy, man. Talk about that play.
Oh, yes, sir. You know, that's just come out being a dog, you know, just trying to fight for the ball, going for the ball, you know, just trying to make everything, do anything to make my team win.
Here we are. We're hitting into the playoffs, and, we got our first round opponent. It's Heritage up in Palm Bay. You've watched some film. You've heard Coach talk about it. What do you expect to see?
I expect us to come out hard, play hard, because, you know, it's our first playoff game, and we're not doing no playing. In the weight room, we're locked in. Nobody's talking. Everybody's just locked in. And, you know, we're just trying to come out and play hard, put a lot of points on the board, and shut the team out.
It's a busy time of year for you because you're practicing, you're trying to get your schoolwork done, all these kind of things. When you have a little bit of free time, what's fun for you?
You know, I like to work out sometimes, and I play the game too, do some homework, and I like to read the Bible a lot too.
Oh, man, that's cool. That's music to my ears right there. Hey, tell me about your family.
I got my mom, Elsie Janvier, and my dad, Robert Jones. He got the same name as me, and my sister, Aaliyah Jones. Yeah, they really just pushed me through everything so far with my injury and everything. I just love them a lot.
Sister, older or younger?
Younger sister. She's 12.
All right. Is she an athlete as well?
Yeah, she do cheerleading, and she sings too.
Oh, nice, man. Nice. All right. Hey, who do you like to follow as far as teams? Like for college, who do you look at?
I look at Miami, UCF, Georgia, Missouri, a lot of teams, man. You know.
Just a fan of the game. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got you. Now, you're just a junior, and I say just. I mean, you know, before you know it, you're going to be looking at, you know, what's next for you. You've probably been looking around. I'm sure you're probably getting your offers and whatnot. But aside from all of that, if you could just go for just pure academics, is there a particular school that stands out to you?
I heard Miami got a really good academic school, so I like that about Miami too.
Okay, what do you think as far as beyond football? What's the future for you?
I like to study an entrepreneur and just try to make my own business and help the community out and stuff like that.
So you're thinking like it's just a business degree or something?
Yes, sir.
That's cool. That's cool, man. Well, we're certainly glad to have you here, a part of the team. And sorry it didn't start out the way maybe you wanted to, but man, we're glad to see you on the field and making a great impact for Vero.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that's RJ Jones. Good luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106 or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club card dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
It's countdown to kickoff. Now, here's Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians, where we can get a woman's perspective on Friday night under the lights in Vero. This is Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege of interviewing the moms of our senior varsity players. And tonight, my guest is the lovely Jana Hall. Jana has been blessed with 2 sons. One is Ryan Hall, number 16, and also Ben, number 79. He is our starting center. Jana, this is your story, so tell us about yourself.
Well, I was born in Pennsylvania on a farm. I moved around quite a bit. I graduated high school from Apex, North Carolina. I went to FAU and got a bachelor's in marine biology. About 10 years later, when the boys were about 3 and 4, I went back to school to get a graduate degree from UF in environmental engineering. And I currently work with a consulting firm, SES Engineers.
I can see where they get the genes for being so smart. Oh, goodness gracious. You have accomplished a lot in your time. You're a busy mom. How do you keep things organized at home? And do you get a little help from the boys? Maybe some chores?
I think I try to stay fluid and kind of go with the flow because things are always changing with their schedules. But, you know, the boys will always do whatever I ask. They're very sweet and they like to help out. Okay. So,
if you had a Jana day, just your day, what would that look like?
This is an easy one.
Okay, there you go.
I love the ocean, so to be on the ocean, surfing, fishing, boating, anything like that would be a perfect day with my boys.
Okay, with your boys and just near water or in the water. I think that's great. That's terrific. You're in a good place for it. So this is your chance to give a shout out to whomever you would like. So
a shout out to Ryan and Ben's Me Mom and Pop Pop, Rich and Claire Hall. Ryan and Ben's Nina and Papa, my parents, John and Susan Shell, and to thank them for always being there for their boys, for their grandkids.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Downtown Dipper Ice Cream Shop on 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. A family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
More Countdown to Kickoff by Cap's Pizza and Pub.
Welcome back as we get set for tonight's contest. Vero Beach at 8-2 taking on 9-1 Palm Bay Heritage in the region quarterfinal. Let's take a quick look at the starters for Vero Beach tonight on the offensive side. It's going to start up front. You got Champ Smith, Jordan Thomas, Ben Hall, Chase Stevens, and Romeo Vargas. Their job, protect the quarterback. That is Tyler Aronson. The senior SMU commit has thrown for a little over 1,700 yards, 22 touchdowns to 10 interceptions.
In the backfield, that's going to be the question mark tonight. It's probably going to be by committee, but we look to see number 44, Octavian Osby, get the start tonight. And what a game he had last week with 3 touchdowns and just a shade over 100 yards in that game. Gives him 332 yards on the season and 10 touchdowns for the year. Isaiah Roberts, Eddie Torres, Jarvis Jacobs, and Mekhi Simmons will be some of the targets that Tyler Aronson will be looking to throw the ball to. And you got Isaiah Roberts leading the receivers this season, 47 catches, 442 yards, and 5 touchdowns. On the defensive side of things, let's look up front. Antoine Montgomery at number 75, number 99, Dash Ferguson, and number 31, Warren Perry. Their job will be to clog up the holes and keep the running back from getting any yardage tonight. Linebackers, T.J. Alford at number 0, number 34, Afion Rivers, number 6, Kevin Pollock. Then that secondary that might get a little test tonight, Amar Reynolds, number 2, had a near pick 6 last week. Tutu Griffin at number 7, number 10, Aiden Smith, number 20, Elijah Anderson, and number 11, E.J. White. And you got Elijah Anderson, who's leading with 5 interceptions, including a 72-yard pick 6. That's the starters for tonight. It's going to be Vero Beach taking on Heritage here in round number 1. We'll have the kickoff coming your way right after this.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plan to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods. Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
WSCF Vero Beach, Christian FM.
Going to throw it on 3rd and long. Going over the middle. Wide open is Isaiah Roberts. Who's got it? Take it to the house. Reservation for 6. Swing pass for Hilsman. Shakes one tackle. Shakes another tackle. 10-5. Score it. Jonathan Hilsman. Another handoff for Osby up the middle. He's got some room, and boy, he plows over a defender. Still on his feet, down the sideline, 30, 25, 20. First down, falls all on the ground. Vero Beach gets on top of it. Williams has trouble holding on to it, picks it up to 25, to 30, 35. Through the hole, take it to the house, DJ.
This is Fighting Indians Football. Vero Nation Network and Christian FM Sports presents Fighting Indians Football. Here's the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Live from Heritage High School, it is the 2023 FHSAA Region Quarterfinal. And it matches the Heritage Panthers and your Vero Beach Fighting Indians. The Panthers played solid football all season at 9-1 and earned a home game with a District 11 title. Vero earned an at-large berth with an 8-2 record and strength of schedule. But all of that goes away as it's about win
or go home mode now. The Friday night lights are on, and it is game time. Hey, Vero Nation, Paul Tipton along with Gary Parrish, and we welcome you to Fighting Indians Football, and it is playoff time. We're proud to bring you our 27th season of Indians Football, and it is presented by Cafe 66. Nothing like this time of the year. You know it gets intense. Regular season, it's a lot of fun. But, Gary, this is where the intensity picks up because this is it. It's all or nothing.
I love it. This will be my 41st year broadcasting an Indians season, and it's just as much fun as it was back in 1981 when we won our state championship year when we started. So I just want you guys to know I'm having fun.
And a little excited, too.
And a little excited.
Yeah. Well, Gary, we just talked about it, and we talked in our pregame show that, you know, you got a team that is the fifth seed, but because they're the district winner of district number 11, they've earned the right, and they truly did. They earned the right. They got a 9-1 record. They did not back their way into the playoffs. Heritage is coming in with a very solid team, and it's led by those two weapons on offense, Tenta and Benson.
Absolutely. You got that kind of talent. You got a wide receiver, Alexandra, that can really catch the ball out there also. You've got weapons all around you. You've got a good offensive line. They've created they've done a great job of scoring, but I still think their best weapon is their defense, and that's going to be the challenge tonight. Will be against our offense, against their defense, and their defense against our offense trying to stop them.
Yeah, Gary, their head coach from last year decided he was trying to be the head coach and the athletic director and all these different things, and he said, you know what, I would rather just kind of like slow things down a little bit and just focus on defense. So he's basically stepped away from head coach. He's now the defensive coordinator, and Coach Jankowski has a lot of respect for this guy.
They do. They do, and then we just saw that Vero Beach won the toss, and they'll be deferring to the second half. And you're right. I mean, their coach literally just said, hey, guys, Michael Benson became the head coach, and Mark Ainsley became the defensive coordinator. They just reversed their roles, and I guarantee you Mark Ainsley is having a lot of fun. His defense is playing lights out this year.
Well, Vero Beach will get set to kick off here in just a moment as they won the toss, but they deferred to the second half. So, if you're watching it at home or watching through our YouTube channel right now, Gary, when you look out on this field, it might look a little bit like a reminiscence of Vero playing Sebastian when you look at over on this side over here with Heritage and their colors.
Absolutely. They got that blue and white and white helmet, blue numbers, and again, you're 100% right. Don't treat them like Sebastian. I treat them like with Heritage because I think this is a good football team, and this team
100%.
is earned the right to be here.
Well, while we have a moment, let's go down to the sideline, check in with Dr. Matt Parrish. We tried to get with him. I think we got the technical issues worked out now, Matt. So if you got your mic on, let's talk about offensively what Vero's got to do tonight.
Well, it's all about the trenches, talking to the coaches. They are very impressed with Heritage's defense. They've been stellar all year. Their size on the defensive line is not as big as what we might have seen this year so far, but they're extremely talented. We've got some big boys up on our offensive line, so we're going to have to use our size and be able to pin the guys and neutralize some of their athleticism. And if we can do that, we have a chance of running the ball. They like to run a 3-3 stack, same thing we've seen against Treasure Coast. There's opportunities to run the ball. If we can do that, we have a really good chance of mixing that one, obviously, with the pass and being able to move the ball. But it really comes down to that front. We always say the game's won in the trenches, and we're going to see that tonight.
All right. Thank you a lot, Matt. As we get set, as both teams now have made their entrance, and now we're going to get set here to get this kickoff underway, Gary.
Yeah, we're going to kick off to the Heritage Panthers, and they'll get an opportunity to see. We'll get an opportunity, and you all will get a chance to see or listen. The very talented Joseph Tenta, their quarterback, who's 6 foot, 174-pound senior, is an outstanding young quarterback. They got a tremendous running back in Tayshawn Benson, and as Derek alluded to, that's our hands are full with these two guys. And then you got Alexandra, the wide receiver, another senior. So they got a lot of talent. Alexander is a great receiving end.
Yeah, in fact, Alexander is going to go back deep for the Panthers along with Matchell. Vero Beach tonight wearing their white jerseys, red pants, and red helmets. Heritage is in all blue with white trim and white helmets. And got a little bit of mix-up on which side of the field they want to be on.
That's when they walked out there and they separated them, had Vero going one way and they had Heritage going the other. And I thought, well, boy, we're going to kick with the wind. Now I thought, well, we're kicking against the wind. And the flag is blowing, looks like to me, south to north.
So we'll get set. Brandon Marson will come out to kick the ball away. Brandon doing an excellent job this year in the kicking department. We saw in the last few ball games, Gary, he's been able to kick it deep into the end zone for touchbacks, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, he has been, I think, one of the most pleasant surprises we've had all year.
Teams are lined up, and here we go. Quarterfinal is underway. This is going to be a short one, caught at the 15-yard line. Alexander trying to get to the 20, 25. And he'll give his Panthers some pretty good starting position around the 27.
Again, I don't think that was a pooch kick. I just think that there's that adrenaline flowing. You might have tried to kick it too hard. But they got the ball on about the 20, 28?
Looks like the 28-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10. And that brings out Joe Tenta at quarterback. He's thrown for 1,200 yards on the season. And he's going to have a 4-receiver set, 3 to the left and a single to the right with one back in the backfield. That is Tayshawn Benson. And the Indians jump. And they're going to give them 5 free ones and make it a 1st and 5.
Well, that's a good call up front by the center. I mean, you go to a freeze immediately, and they do a hard bark, and then if nobody jumps, then they'll turn over and they'll look at the offensive coordinator and get the play that they call in.
So from the 34-yard line, handoff is Benson. Working in the middle. He'll pass the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Good job on the middle there. You've got to love the way that Montgomery and those guys are playing. Dash is in there right at the nose. You got Montgomery on one side and Perry on the other side. So that's a good front three. Then you got, to me, the strength of our team is our linebacker play. They've done a good job this year.
Looking at a 2nd down and 4. Pressure going to come. Griffin on the blitz. And it'll be about a yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, they did a good job that time. Rivers came from the one side, and then you saw Tutu Griffin coming up on the outside. He actually got in and helped make a tackle on that. Brings up 3rd and 1 right now for the Panthers.
Opening possession of this ball game. Panthers started from their own 28. A penalty right away, moved them up 5 yards, and now on 3rd down, the Panthers need 1 yard to extend this drive. But the Vero Beach defense is going to try to see if they can stack it up with a 4-man front. Going to go swing pass left side for Benson. Benson gets to the edge, and he's got a 1st down, goes out of bounds around the 45.
Good job blocking by the wide receiver on that outside out there. I tell you what, that was Alexander. Did a great job of coming up. We saw the swing coming. Our linebacker went flying out there, or the safety, either one, but he got blocked and allowed Benson to get around to the outside and get that 1st down.
They'll spot it at the 44-yard line and move the sticks. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Heritage Panthers. We're just getting started in this ball game. Got 10-16 to go here in the 1st quarter with no score. Panthers will have, and a good job by Xbox to come up and make a tackle, but not after Benson gets a 4-yard gain.
Well, what they do is, as Matt will always say, count the guys in your box. if you're 5 or 6, then you've got a good chance you're going to run the ball, and that's what they did that time. They had the right numbers, they thought, in the box, but it brings up third now and about 6 yards.
Ball at the Vero Beach 41. Passing 9 minutes remaining in this first quarter with no score. It's the opening drive of this ball game. Panthers started from their own 28, now at the Vero Beach 41. Tenta looking to throw, fires. And 2 receivers in the same area. It's a short hop in front of the receivers and a little bit of confusion on the Panther offense.
Yeah, it's 4th down. They got to punt the ball. You don't want to give Vero Beach that ball right there if they don't get it on 1st down. They can pin Vero back on a good punt here, but that's good defense right there. You settle down. They made some great drops. They were able to make those reads, and Mata's defense has now got the punting team out and the punt return team's on.
Heritage gets set to punt. Snap is there. Punt is away. And Xbox trying to run and catches it, and he bobbles it, and it will go out of bounds. So Vero Beach will get the ball right around the 16-yard line, Gary. And I don't know. That's always kind of like an interesting decision there, Gary. Like, do you let it go and so hope it goes into the end zone, or what do you do there?
Yeah, in a case like that, if it's a low-line drive, I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen Xbox back to return a punt in his years here, but it showed there a little bit. He was trying to take off. It was a low-line drive punt. He had it. If he would have hung on to it, he could have got a good start, but he knocked it all the way to go to out of bounds.
All right, that brings in Tyler Aronson. He's thrown for over 1,700 yards, 22 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. They're going to start from their own 16 with no score here in the first quarter, 8.5 to go. Handoff's going to go Osby off the right side and double O to the 25.
All right, Ben Hall lost his helmet. He may have to come off the field. Nope, I guess not. But what a nice drive on that side. The right side did a great job. I mean, they got Champ on the left side now, I believe. You read it. Your lineup had Champ as at left tackle, but they mixed it around.
Yeah,
he's now right tackle.
Now he's moved back over to left tackle.
Yeah, he was on right tackle that last play.
Yeah, they keep shifting him around a little bit. 9-yard run by Osby. 2nd and 1 coming up for Vero. Handoff.
No gain.
And no gain on this. Might even be a slight loss on the play. I believe that was Lanceford on the run.
All right, now they got Hall back in. That's just now it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ball at the 25-yard line.
Now this is what they call their heavy.
Vero Beach going to line up here on a 3rd and 1 at their own 25. Handoff Osby, right side, having to shake tackles, stays on his feet, trying to push his way forward, and what an effort to get a 1st down.
I tell you what, they did a good job. He tried to bounce to the outside. He got stopped on the outside. He cuts back to the inside, and his ability, his athleticism, allowed him to get that 1st down.
That is a Hummingbird Care Services 1st down, as Vero Beach will now move the sticks at the 28-yard line. Inside 7 minutes now left in this first quarter with no score in the region quarterfinal. Twin receivers on either side. Aronson's going to look to throw. And he was not on the same page with Makai Simmons, his intended target, as that goes incomplete.
Yeah, both full quarterbacks have been wide on their quick outs on that play. That was an opportunity. Simmons had a chance, if he caught that, could have turned that one upfield there. You got to know who your receivers are out there, and you got to be able to respect their speed.
2nd and 10. Again, twin receivers on either side. Again, another pass play. And looking again over on this left side for Simmons. Had a chance to catch it, but it's broken up.
Yeah, that's a catchable ball. You got the ball in your hands like that, and officials are calling a timeout for water.
6:29 to go, first quarter. There is no score in this region quarterfinal game.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelitetreasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by Molinari Pools. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Vero Beach looking at a 3rd down and 10 as we come out of this water break timeout. And now might have to take another timeout. Yeah, Vero Beach is going to have to take another timeout here, or I should say a timeout. Coming out of a official timeout, Gary. That is never a good idea.
I think what he did is he saw something in the defense, Coach Jankowski. He didn't like the play call with that defense. You can always change it, but they came out in a different type of defense, in my opinion, or he didn't have the right personnel in on the play he wanted to run.
So the Indians take a quick little timeout here to talk some things over. They're going to head back out on the field here, looking at a 3rd down and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Had some really good run plays, and after the first down, it's been pass plays. We'll see what they're going to dial up here on 3rd down and 10. With E.J. White into the ball game over on the right side. Aronson dropping way back, pressure coming, trying to fire, and he finds E.J. White, but the Panther defense snuffs it out, and a big tackle for a loss of about 3, maybe 4.
That was like a little screen pass where you line up on the right side, you go cross, and then you go behind the line to catch the ball. But they followed him all the way across. They were playing him man. They picked him up, and he had no chance. He lost yardage on that. That wasn't a good series here for us. We struggled a little bit there.
All right, so that's going to bring out Marson to punt the ball away. Or excuse me, Eddie Torres is going to come out and punt the ball away. Torres, and he shanks the punt. This will be maybe about a 10 or 15-yard punt.
That would be a lot for us on that one.
This ball went out right about the 35, I think. Or where are they going to mark it?
He's putting it on I don't know where they put it.
Well, they're standing right at the 18-yard line. Now they're moving the ball around the 30-yard line.
I have no clue. They went to the 35.
They started to go to the 30. Now they're going to mark it at the 30. All right, so.
Excellent field position here.
Yeah, on the plus side at the 30-yard line of Vero Beach. And here comes the Panther offense, led by Joe Tenta. 4-receiver set. Little shuffle pass, working the left side. Great pursuit by the Indians to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, man, what a tackle that time. That was a fantastic job by Donquell Wesley, come flying up on that, making that hit.
I'll give him a yard on the play. I'll put it at the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 9. And counting here left in this first quarter, no score. Each team has had the ball. They've both punted the ball away. Panthers this time will line up with a tight end and a 3-receiver set. Handoff's Benson. Stutter stepped, but then he got caught at the line. He'll lean for a yard or 2.
Oh, there goes the flag,
And they're going to give that one on a defensive end by Vero Beach for pushing him and knocking his helmet off his head. That's those silly mistakes, and the official was looking right there on the right side.
Yep. Guilty as charged.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty. And, it would have been 3rd down and 8. Now it's going to be 1st and 10. Silly, silly, silly penalties. And, they know better by this time of the year. And it sounds like I might be being rough on it. But, yes, I am, because you can't make those kind of mistakes, especially if you're a starter. Get excited. You all made a great tackle. You stopped them for a yard gain. But don't knock the guy's helmet off that you just, you push him down and he knocked his helmet off.
So a comfort zone AC and heating penalty moves the Panthers past the 15 to the 14-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers right, a single to the left. Handoff, Benson trying to stretch out to the right. Pursuit and good stop there at the 15-yard line.
How about R.J. Jones? R.J. Jones comes flying up from the corner position around a block and hit him for a tackle for a loss. Great job by R.J. Jones.
2nd down and 11 now for the Panthers, as we're at 3:45 and counting, first quarter with no score. Indians with a 4-man front on 2nd and 11. Play action. Tenta pressured out of the pocket, throws it downfield. Nobody in the area. I believe he was out of the tackle box.
Yeah, he was, and that's a heads-up play by a senior right there.
So live to fight another down here, and it'll be 3rd down and 11 coming up for the Panthers.
Good job by the Indians. Indians really drop back that little pressure. He rolls out to his right. Nobody open. He's looking for that slant to Alexander.
Good to see Bacon in there playing a little bit. We weren't sure if he was going to play tonight or not with that hamstring, but he's in. Vero looking like they want to bring some pressure. Tenta taking a quick look at the sideline, and that's going to force the Panthers to take a timeout at 3:15 left here in the first quarter with no score.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Rights to the broadcast of this region quarterfinal game in the 2023 FHSAA Class 4S Football Championships have been granted to the Vero Nation Network by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening and viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association and Vero Nation Network is prohibited.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
On 3rd down and 11, Tenta takes a snap, swing pass to his receiver, but the pursuit by the white shirts, and another tackle for a loss.
Outstanding job by reading that screen that time. Everybody was in an assigned area, and they did their job. We talk about assignments. They did an excellent job of picking everybody up. Another tackle for a loss. It's going to be a 35-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, the Panthers going to line up here and see if they can get 3 points out of this drive.
Try to get everybody on the field.
Yeah, a little late getting out there. Snap, hold, kick. It's on its way, and it is good. A 35-yarder for Heritage puts them on the board 3-0 here in the first quarter.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
So 30 yards and 4 plays ended up in a 35-yard field goal for Heritage, and they lead here. 2:29 left in the first quarter, 3-0. That's your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive. That is a win for that Vero defense. They had their backs up against the wall, starting at the plus side of the 30 for the Panthers, who will get set now to kick this ball off to Vero Beach. Panthers going to kick it high towards the left side around the 2-yard line. Going to fake the reverse. Still on his feet is Williams. Williams to the 15. Williams to the 20.
I tell you what, it's a good thing that young man is very fast, because he almost got pinned on that fake handoff inside the 10-yard line. His ability to outrun the edge got him up to the 20. So, again, not good field position here. So now you've got to be creative. They've been giving us the quick out, but we have not looked sharp on twice we've thrown that ball, and we have not been able to make a play on it.
First down and 10 at the 20. Twin receivers on either side. Roberts in motion, gets the shuffle pass off the right side. He's got some blocks, and he'll pick up a good 7 yards.
Yeah, that's that little shuffle pass where you go in and they run it from left to right. They call it a rocket. And that time he's limping a little bit, Roberts, but boy, he showed some quickness in getting around. Now it's 2nd and 2. You've got to get these first downs.
At the 28-yard line. 2nd and 2. Oh, there was movement.
Yeah. That should be encroachment on the defense.
Yeah, the defensive end jumped.
Whoa!
And they're going to call it against Vero Beach on a false start.
That's not a good call, because he jumped and our guy reacted. If anything, it should have been on the defense. But, wow, that's if I'm a coach, I'm upset right now on that call.
So now you go to a 2nd and 7.
Wow, that's I really didn't see that.
Lansford in motion, quick pass right side. Off the right side, a couple of good blocks and good athletic effort. Almost gets a first down.
Yeah, he's very close, depends on the spot. It may be a first down.
Yeah, that's E.J. White over there.
They're going to say
just short.
Short.
So now it'll be 3rd down and less than a yard. Oh, actually, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, they are. It's first down. I thought the spot they gave him was made it a first down.
So there is a Hummingbird Care Services first down as Vero Beach gets to the 30-yard line. Vero's going to send 3 receivers on the left side for 1st and 10. Handoff off the left side. Pretty good surge by the offensive line. Will pick up about 3.
Yeah, and I believe that's Osby on the carry on that one there. I believe. Actually, how about no? That's
Lansford.
Lansford, yeah. Lansford on that.
Pick up a 3 and make it 2nd down and 7 for Vero Beach as we're in the last few seconds of this first quarter with a 3-0 lead for Heritage. On 2nd down, Aronson's looking to throw. He's got time, fires over the middle. He's got his receiver. And that's going to be a big first down as Vero Beach, with E.J. White's catch, gets into Panther territory.
Well, he looked deep, Paul. He kept looking deep. and then he was allowing that to clear out. Those guys going deep cleared it out so White could come underneath and make that catch.
22 yards on that catch for E.J. White. Little tempo here as Aronson flushed out of the pocket, now reverses field. Looking, he's got some room off the left side. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. Back to the middle of the field and down around the 25. And that's going to do it for the first quarter.
That flipped the field there.
Couple of punts, a field goal, and ending with a quarterback run. This is the region quarterfinal. Heritage leading 3-0 here at the end of one.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
He's not even there?
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by the Vero Nation Network and the FHSAA.
Mazzarella's Auto Sales is part of a local business family and their Christian FM supporters.
I'm sales manager Mike Mazzarella, and we always strive to offer late model cars and trucks that undergo inspection and service by our high-tech mechanics. We have Jeeps, Rams, Toyotas, Hondas, commercial vehicles, and luxury vehicles. On site, we have our Spanish-speaking sales and financial advisor Diego Sainz. We also offer our virtual showroom online at mazautosales.com.
I'm Chris, Mike's brother. Our family has been serving our community since 1999.
Now on the corner, 4th Street in Old Dixie.
Nice big run to end the first quarter for Tyler Aronson. Has him at the Panther 25-yard line, first down and 10 as we start the second quarter. Paul Tipton, Gary Paris, Matt Paris, Derek West, and Don Dexter here tonight. Region quarterfinal in Palm Bay. Handoff, Lansford, right side, and Josh past the 25 to about the 23 or 2.
Yeah, that's just a good run by him there. The surge there behind Chance Stevens and Vargas, there was a little push there. He was able to get 3 yards on that play.
2nd and 7. 2 receivers on the left, 2 receivers on the right. Tyler looking to throw, finds EJ. EJ trying to shift his weight and gets past his defender to the 10-yard line, and that will be enough for a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That was a great job of catching that real quick hit. You saw that Tyler Aronson got it to his hands quick, White's hands. White then catches it, turns, and makes 2 moves, picks up an extra 10 yards, and got the first down.
So that puts us in the Curran Flooring red zone, and that was a Hummingbird Care Services first down. We'll line up with a little tighter formation. Simmons in motion. It's going to be a handoff off the right side. Osby powers his way to the end zone. Touchdown.
I think he may have lost his shoe, too, on that play.
How about a 9-yard run for Double O and gets Vero Beach the lead.
He ran right out of his shoe. Good job blocking by the wide receivers on that side. They did an outstanding job of going back, and Derek Williams, one of the other guys that came in there. Good hit, good block, and that's just a great, great job by Osby.
Marson will come on for the extra point. Vanshoff set to hold with Ryan Hall, the long snap. Good catch by Parker, and it got it down in time for Marson to add on the extra point and make it a 7-3 lead.
The safety of young athletes is priority one. The professionals at Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery are the official physicians for Fighting Indians sports. We thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. They offer care in orthopedics, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. More at prosportsandeleterehab.com.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
Well, that's how you answer a field goal by your opponent. You put together a touchdown drive, 80 yards in 7 plays, a 9-yard run by Octavian Osby, and Vero Beach regains the lead 7-3 with 10:44 to go in the second quarter as Marson set to kick off. Line drives it, caught at the 25 to the 30, still on his feet at the 35 to the 40. Boy, we got to tackle this guy. Finally, whistles will stop it right around the 40-yard line. And again, Heritage with good field position.
Again, that's 2 bad kicks, in my opinion, by Marson. I think the first one, he went in it so hard, tried to pop it up. Tried to hit it, and it was like a short pooch kick. And then on that one, he tried to dribble a ball down there. I don't believe that was by design. And they got excellent field position now.
Panthers down by 4. Will start from their own 40-yard line. Panthers will line up with twin receivers on either side. A handoff's going to go off the right side. And a big surge by the running back past the line to gain for an extra couple of yards for a good 12-yard run, and this time it is Cauley.
Yeah, Cauley does a great job of hitting that hole right between the center and the guard, and they had a good surge. Give them credit on that because that's a great offensive line surge that time, Paul, as Cauley was able to get up there, explode, and got the first down.
That puts them on the plus side now at the Vero Beach 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Same formation. Another handoff off the right side. Again, Cauley. Cauley, boy, he just won't go down. So showing a lot of strength there and a good fought 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he fought very hard for that one. He tried to go across to the right side again on that play, but good job by the guys on that side. Bacon was in on that play. You saw Rivers, who always seems to be around that play.
2nd down and 7 coming up for Heritage.
And Kevin Pollock. We got a chance to mention his name, senior linebacker.
9:20 and counting in the second quarter. It's a 7-3 lead. Vero Beach on top. Panthers trying to answer here on this drive. On 2nd and 7, Tenta looking to throw. He's got a receiver, and it's going to go a little high and wide. That time he was looking for Xavier Alexander.
Yeah, good job by R.J. Jones. R.J. reaction is unbelievable. They lined up with a stack with 3 receivers on one side. They break out, and then he tries to hit Alexander on that pass there, but R.J. was really quick to get over there and knock it out of his hands.
3rd down and 7. This might be 4-down territory for the Panthers in this part of the field. Trips to the left side. And whistle, as it'll be a delay of game against the Panthers. Now that changes the equation a little bit, Gary.
Yeah, now it puts him back behind the chains, and instead of being there in front of them, you now all of a sudden you're behind the chain, and now you got to come up with about a 13-yard pass play to get your first down.
3rd and 12. Tenta looking, fires. Ball got hit at the line of scrimmage, and it goes incomplete for 4th down.
I'm not sure who got a hand on it. It's either Bacon or looked like it could be on the other side of that, could have made that hit, was Tristan Davis, the freshman. May have got a hand up on that play.
So the the Indians do their job defensively and force a punting situation now for the Panthers.
They're going to put RJ back there. They're thinking maybe this might be a fake here.
Tenta, the quarterback, back to punt as well. Gets a big high punt. RJ, and he mishandles it, and it is picked up by the Panthers. They cover it at the 15-yard line. And there's a penalty as a spike by one of the Panthers is going to cost them.
Dadgummit, I hate to be critiquing, but athletes that try to do a good job. But that's twice we have dropped the punt. Now, if
both times they were on the run. A sprint. Yeah.
And if you're not used to that and you haven't done that, I've not seen. Maybe I've been gone a few games. But has RJ been back there as a punt returner?
Not
I don't
really.
think so.
No, the last few games it's been Parker Bansoff.
Yeah, I just not sure why, and that's a 15-yard penalty for spiking the ball. But they get the ball back, 1st and 10.
Yeah. So this will end up back on the 30-yard line.
Wow, you just got your momentum going. Your defense gets you off the field, got the 4th down, and then all of a sudden now they're back on. You lose your momentum offensively, and I guarantee you on special teams, whoever handles that is got to be pretty upset with the punt returns so far.
So the Panthers are looking at a good break here with the mishap by Vero Beach. And now at the Vero 30, 1st down and 10. 8:50 to go. We're in the second quarter. It's a 7-3 lead. Vero Beach leading. Tenta. Well, now they're still trying to figure out some things at the line of scrimmage here with the officials. There was, I guess, a conversation going on with the referee and the Panthers coach. Here we go. Now we're set. 1st down and 10, and Tenta from the gun. 3 receivers set. Benson back there in the backfield off the right side. He's going to get the handoff off the left side, past the 25, and stopped at the 24.
Yeah, when he shifted him back to the right side of the quarterback, that told me either he's going to fake the run and try to throw, or he's going to run a cut back to the left side that time. And he did, right over toward Perry and them on that side. And he picks up about 5 yards on the play.
Yep, 2nd down and 5 now for the Panthers at the Vero 25. Again, they'll bring in a tight end on the right side and go with a 3-receiver set. Another handoff. Benson trying to go to the right side this time, stretching it out. Ball came out. It is loose.
Oh, no.
And oh, my goodness, we had a chance to get on top of it, and poor Tutu Griffin was going to try to scoop it up, and he inadvertently kicked it out of bounds.
Oh, my goodness. You had a chance to get that back, and we just didn't do it. And, again, I understand the athleticism in Tutu trying to scoop that ball. He wanted to go 7 all the way.
Oh, yeah,
but
and he would have.
Secure the ball first. That's a break that got away from us right there.
It sure did. But they lose 10 yards on the play, put them back to the 35-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, it's exactly what I was just going to say. It's 3rd down now, and that'll be, a passing situation here, I would think, or a draw play of some kind.
This might be 4-down territory, Gary, where they are right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Receiver in motion towards the left side. Tenta, he's looking. He's going to fire. Looking for a receiver. He's wide open at the 25 to the out of bounds around the 21-yard line.
There's a miscommunication right there. You don't leave a receiver that wide open, especially setting over there. And, again, it's a 1st down.
No, it's not.
It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. It's 4th down.
4th down.
But he picked up 14 yards.
Yeah, I saw the.
And it's a 4th and 1.
Yeah, I saw the chain gang moving it down, but the officials stopped them. So here comes a big 4th down play.
Absolutely. At the 21, 4th and 1. Tenta's up under center, trying to push his way, and he does. He comes through the pile and will score. 20-yard run, Joe Tenta.
You know, him diving in the end zone like that is really that's taunting to a certain degree, especially if there's nobody on you. But the officials did not call that one. And again, Indians had an opportunity. They had turned it over, and then they had a chance to pick up a fumble or recover a fumble.
Get set for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. Panthers regain the lead, 10-7 here in the second quarter.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by the Vero Nation Network and the FHSAA. Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com.
After the score, it's a kickoff from the Panthers to the Indians. It's going to go into the end zone, almost 10 yards deep for the touchback. So that last drive by the Panthers, 30 yards and 4 plays, 20-yard run by Joe Tenta. All of that set up on a mishandled fumble opportunity that Vero Beach could have recovered. Instead, gave new life to the Panthers. And then on top of it, a punt that we fumbled also gave him an opportunity, Gary.
Yeah, and again on the touchdown run, I don't know how he got out of there.
I don't either.
It's a gang tackling, and what he did was he was able to spring off that a block or so, and nobody wrapped him up, and he got that big touchdown.
All right, you're down by 3. You're on your own 20-yard line. Let's see what we can do here. Play action is Aronson. He's looking. He's got time. He's got a receiver. What a catch by Roberts to the 45.
Yeah, good protection that time as Roberts runs a post coming up from left to right, and well-thrown ball by Tyler Aronson on that play. Good job protecting by the line.
Hummingbird Care Services first down and a 26-yard catch. Handoff. Osby, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, their backers or their safeties come flying up in there on that play. I mean, they shot that gap that time. They probably lost the yard a little bit on that, and but they just really got in there quick on that play.
Back to the line of scrimmage, where it'll be second down and 10 for the Indians, who are down by 3. Still got 6.5 to go in this second quarter.
Well, you're feeling the impact of not having Hillsman out there tonight. You miss your premier running back and your number 1 receiver.
Well, we better hurry up. We're coming down to the last few seconds of the play clock, and there we go. Delay a game. Or did we get a timeout? We got a timeout. They got a timeout before the penalty. So, Gary, you got 6:09 left here in the second quarter. You just got a big play here, and second down and 10 coming up.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. If Matt, or you're there, if you got your headset on and your mic working, let's go down there. What is happening, and what do you, as a former quarterback?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, that last drive, it was great. He was able to make some connections, do what he was supposed to do. They're given exactly what the coaches have seen, and the plays are there, just like this right here. Nice post. And just wait till Tyler, this is what we've been waiting for the last couple of weeks, for him to settle in, do what he does. I mean, he can throw a ball through a stinking wall, but make the catches and passes you're supposed to make, and watch us move the ball up and down the field.
All right, so Vero Beach back out on the field. 2nd down and 10 coming up. A little shifting as Torres will come over to the right side. Handoff. Lansford flagged down, and Lansford caught at the line of scrimmage.
I think they're going to get us for illegal shift. That may be because I think we had 2 guys in motion there on that play. That's my guess on that. And there was one leaning forward. I think the other one hadn't. That's it, illegal shift. See, again, it's a penalty that hurts you. Now you're 2nd and 10, and now you're going to be 2nd and 15.
Yep, and here we go. So
now they're going to decline it. They declined the penalty.
It, make it 3rd down.
Make it 3rd.
Interesting decision.
Maybe let's go back. Let's make them pay for it.
Trips to the left side on 3rd and 10. Aronson looking to throw. Got time. Letting it fly downfield. The receiver, that's Griffin. Had it and lost it. Boy, he got a step. Had to come back for the ball. And he ends up losing it. And it will be 4th down.
You got to make that catch when you come back, but you got to get it to him a little deeper. It's a great combination to get it there. It was just about a yard short, and he had to come back and didn't catch it.
Water break timeout. We'll come back to a 4th down when we return.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Since 1980, the Village Beach Market has been that local store on the beach filled with friends that always has something for everyone. And we've been Fighting Indian fans for generations. From fresh baked goods to prepared foods to chef-inspired lunches and dinners, our slogan says it best, simply better. We're online at villagebeachmarket.com.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network, brought to you by Ohana Water Systems.
Ball tipped to Gary Parrish, Matt Parrish, Derek West, and Don Dexter here tonight. It's the region quarterfinal. And Vero Beach, did they just miss an opportunity? Now it's 4th down and 10, and they're going to have to punt the ball away. As Torres back to get it out of the way. Boy, just got it off, and some pressure came his way. The ball's going to take a Vero bounce down near the 21-yard line.
Going back to that catch, that was a beautiful play set up well. You got to make that catch. That hits you right in the chest. He jumps up and he hits him, and he can't make that catch. That defender, he went up high. He went up with the defender, and he had the ball in his hands, and he's got to make that catch on that play. And then again, we're giving away these opportunities and possessions. You're in a very close game. You got a team that you really think you're better, but you're not playing to your capabilities right now.
So that's going to bring the offense of the Panthers back out on the field, starting from their own 21, up by 3. Toss, left side. Good pursuit by the Indians. Aiden Smith making a tackle, and that was Monroe with the carry.
I think he may have lost a yard on the play. That was a great job by Aiden Smith on that. Able to shake off the blocker out there on him, the receiver that's blocking him, and he really got across there and made the hit.
2nd and 11. 5 minutes to go. Second quarter. 10-7. Heritage with the lead. They'll send 3 receivers on the left, a single to the right. Tenta from the gun. Monroe, right side. He tripped up a little bit, but able to lean forward for a couple of yards.
Well, their theory there, Paul, was to spread it out, get your linebackers having to worry about taking care of the slant. Then he ran that play right up the middle, and somebody underneath there, behind there, could have been the Big Mac, or it could have been one of the linebackers tripped him up on that play.
Looking at a 3rd down and 7.
The Big Mac's Mark McClinton.
Panthers will line up with 3 receivers on the right side. Tenta. Swing pass, right side for Benson, went right through his hands, incomplete, and it's 4th down.
And they would have had to react pretty quick to get up there. They've had a good job blocking out there. Pass was thrown a little high, but he had it right in his hands.
So that'll send the punt unit out for the Panthers.
And they're going to bring in E.J. White now. They're going to try the 3rd punt returner back here.
Well, hopefully the 3rd is a charm. Punt is away, and that's going to take a bounce out of bounds right at midfield.
Yeah, that's a big break there for the Indians. Yeah, that's a bad mark.
I'm not sure about the mark, but we'll take it.
We'll
and that'll
take it.
put us on the plus side at the 49-yard line. All right, Gary, it's been just kind of like missed opportunities.
Yes,
I don't know how else to say it.
That's you're saying it just exactly right. You're like, okay, I mean, come on, this defense is doing a good job out there for us, and we got to capitalize on this field position right here.
Twin receivers on either side. Aronson from the gun. Got 3:50 to go in this second quarter, and 1st down and 10. It's going to be handoff. Osby up the gun. He's off to the races. 30, 35, 10, 5. It's a reservation of 6.
Yes, sir. The big guy, Osby, 6'1", 210 pounds, just broke loose. I may have given him 2 inches of that height, but it looked like a big guy running down there. The Oz, they call him, man. He does it good. He's 6 foot, 198 pounds, but he runs very big. Big run, big gap to the left side, Paul. That was Champ and, excuse me, I got it. Yeah, Champ and Jordan to the left side did a good job blocking.
Larson getting set for the point after. It's up, and it is good. Vero Beach back with the lead, 14-10.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
The safety of young athletes is priority one. The professionals at Vero Elite Rehab and Orthopedic Surgery are the official physicians for Fighting Indians sports. We thank them for helping make this broadcast possible. They offer care in orthopedics, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. More at prosportsandeleterehab.com.
How about a one-play 49-yarder by Octavian Osby with the run. And Vero Beach with a 14-10 lead now over Heritage. 3:37 to go in the second quarter. That is your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive. Let's see if Braden Marson can kick this one high and deep.
There you go.
A little better. Caught around the 2 to the 5, 10, 15, 20. And will be stopped around the 22-yard line. All right, a little better.
Yeah, that's a good job. Aiden Smith in on that tackle there as he was able to make contact with him right there. And again, nice kick. That was a high kick, and it was a deep kick. And again, they got it back to the 24-yard line.
So 1st down and 10 coming up for the Panthers, who find themselves down now by 4 with 3.5 to go here in this second quarter. Panthers will have a 4-receiver set. Twins on either side. Tent is going to hand off. And not much going is Cauley with the run.
Yeah, he ran into Rivers on that side over there. Also, Wayne Perry comes up. Anderson, Xbox, comes flying up on that play. Good job tackling. That's no gain at all.
2nd down and 10. As we're passing 3 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Trips to the right side. Now receiver in motion back to the left side. That's Monroe. Oh, yeah.
They
False
got him.
start. Monroe on the advance towards the line before the snap.
It's good if you can get away with it, but he jumped. He jumped the gun right there, and it's a 5-yard penalty.
So now you're looking at 2nd and 15.
This is odd. I mean, most teams have signals they call from the sideline. Here, the quarterback has to run all the way over, get the play from the coach, and then run back out to the huddle. That's old school right there now.
I was about to say, we used to see that years ago. All right, 2nd down and 15. Might see some pressure coming by that Indian defense. Oh, man, they caught him in the backfield. Cauley got wrapped up by Hendricks.
Oh, my goodness. What a great job of tackling on that play. I mean, to tell you, that was fun to watch right there. And there's a timeout by Vero Beach because they're going to take that timeout because it's going to be 4th down, I believe. No, 3rd down.
And that might be Vero's last timeout here, Gary, with 2:23 remaining in the second quarter here. All right, so it's going to be a 3rd down and long coming up for the Panthers.
And what they're banking on is a pass play here, incomplete.
So is this where do you bring pressure, or do you try to sit back and let him throw?
No. You're going to put some pressure on him, but you're going to do it with 4 guys, or you're going to stunt or blitz. You may send an outside to pin him back, but they're going to. I mean, to me, they got to get 15 yards, and that's a tough play to get. It's tough a 15-yard play to draw up when Vero Beach defense has been doing a good job on you.
Panthers are line up. Twin receivers both sides. One back in the backfield, and Tento will set up from the gun. Vero with 2 safeties back. Tento trying to set up a screen. He's got his receiver. That's Benson. Benson trying to stay on his feet. Man, took about 3 or 4 shots and picks up 5 yards.
Hey, Benson might say, man, that wasn't worth 5 yards to take that many hits. Now we'll see. I believe you'll see E.J. White go back in again on the punt return here. As the clock is moving, Indians would like to get the ball back and get downfield as fast as they can, depending on how much time they take here on this play.
Vero does get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. 1:40 and counting. Inside 10 seconds on the play clock. Now 5, 4.
They're going to take a penalty or call a timeout. Yeah. They tried to use all the clock they could, took a timeout.
Yeah, not bad there. That's good coaching. So you got 1:28 to go. Got a punt coming up. And you got E.J. White sitting back deep for you, Gary.
Yeah,
and now so far on these punts, we have not had any real success whatsoever.
No, not at all. Returning the ball, we've had 2 fumbles and a shank. They kicked a shank on the last one.
So did we.
And so did we. Yeah, but I mean, there's one. Yeah, let's go down to the sideline. Matt wants to say something to us.
For the Heritage, the punter, who was obviously their quarterback, it's a knuckleball that's coming out, and so it's really hard to judge, and so that's why it looks like it's going to drop, but it stays or it hangs up. It's just one of those tough punts. It's not turning over end. It's not spiraling. In trouble.
All right, we're still having some audio.
4th down, punt coming up. Punt is away. White catches it on the run to the 45, 50, 45, 40. And a good return. E.J. White gets us inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was you saw the sure-handness there of his hands, and he got it on our side of the field. Now, you got a minute and 18 left to go here in the second quarter of the first half, but you have no timeouts. So the clock will stop when you get the first downs, but you're going to have to hustle up to get there too.
So it'll be 1st down and 10. This is our best field position of the night. Starting at the Panther 39 with trips to the left side. Aronson, he's looking to throw. Got time. Now he's being pressured. He's got to get out of there, and he'll go down.
That's the thing you could not take. There's a flag down on the play, a flag, and the clock should be stopped because there's a flag, and they're letting it run. How do you let it run? Well, then again, you're at a different stadium.
It finally stops with 1 minute to go. And they let about a good 7-8 seconds run off that clock. We don't even know what the penalty is yet.
Well, it has to be holding, in my opinion, against the defense.
Yeah, I would agree. And it is.
And they did put 1:05 back on the clock.
So that's going to move the ball inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, it'll be 1st down and 10 for Vero Beach. Aronson looking to throw, pressure coming right away. He gets the ball off to Lansford. Lansford shakes off a couple tackles to the 20, 15, 10, 5, score it, touchdown, Josh Lansford.
No flags, no flags. That's what I'm looking for. That is a screen well executed and well executed by the running back. Wow, what a great call by Lenny Jankowski on that. And Lansford was not going to be denied. Good job, set it up. Aronson took all that pressure, dumped it to him. All he had to do is find his blockers, and he did.
Braden Marson will get set for the extra point. Bantoff gets set with the hole, waiting for the snap from Ryan Hall. And it's up. And it is good. 21-10 lead for Vero Beach with 54 seconds to go in the second quarter. Tonight's game in the 2023 FHSAA Class 4S Football Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship. Cap's Pizza and Pub, a proud sponsor of the Fighting Indians and Christian FM, serving Vero for over 35 years. Cap's offers Italian cuisine, including pizza, strombolis, calzones, hot and cold subs, plus wings. A family-owned and operated business, John and his staff are happy to serve. Cap's Pizza and Pub, 725 27th Avenue Southwest, Vero Beach, 772-770-2277 or capspizzamenu.com. How about a couple of plays? 39 yards, a 30-yard run, catch by Lansford. The kickoff around the 30-yard line, a good pursuit by the Indians. Very little return by the Panthers.
I just don't understand the kicking. Again, he hits the one before, he booms it, and it's down to the 2-yard line. He has got it. I think what he's doing, he's peeking. You know how you want to hit something like a golf ball? You know how to play golf. Sometimes you pull your head out of there and then you just make a terrible swing and a terrible. Well, that's most of the time. But
you mean like a duck hook into the water on the 18th tee
there you
or something?
Go. That sounded.
Oh yeah.
I love picking on my buddy.
From the 30-yard line, Tenta handoff left side. Cauley will get to the 35.
And the clock's running. That's a good job talking. They're down there chatting around. Their colleague got up. He looked right at TJ. You better be careful. TJ's a pretty big guy. You know what I mean? You better start picking. You better look at RJ next time.
We'll see if the Panthers try to get one more playoff here with 15 seconds and counting as they head to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think they
10.
will.
Inside 5. They do get the playoff. Cauley bulldozes his way past the 40. It would be a first down, but that's the end of the first half of play. How about that? Looked like it was going to be a defensive battle for the longest time, and then Vero Beach finally started finding a groove a little bit and has put 21 points on the board here to end the first half of play. Let's go down the sideline. Matt Scott, Coach Jay.
Hey, Coach, how about that? First playoff game, 21-10 at halftime. Boys are playing pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a few mistakes. That's going to happen, but I was happy with the way we responded. That was, the end of the half, and so we received the opening kickoff here to start the second half. So see if we can get some things together at halftime and come out with an impressive drive to start the second half.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. All right, back to you guys.
Thanks, Matt. As Vero Beach, goes to the locker room with a 11-point lead, and they will get the ball to start the third quarter here. But first, we'll step aside. We'll get to our Genesis Church of Vero Beach halftime show featuring women of the Fighting Indians. Vero Beach leading here at the end of the first half, 21-10.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest on. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Smart, stylish, fly, these are the words of Dapper. Joey's Downtown Dapper, a barbershop that provides more than haircuts. They provide a fun experience with a local flavor. Owner Joey Lucchini is a lifelong resident of Vero Beach, loves supporting local charities, youth sports, and Fighting Indians football. Joey's Downtown Dapper, 2005 14th Avenue, downtown Vero Beach, a supporter of Christian FM.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians Halftime Show, brought to you by Genesis Church. Here's your host, Bobby Paris.
Welcome to Women of the Fighting Indians, where we can get a woman's perspective on Friday night under the lights in Vero. This is Bobby Paris, and I have the privilege of interviewing the moms of our senior varsity players. And tonight, my guest is the lovely Jana Hall. Welcome, Jana.
Thanks for having me, Bobby.
Okay, it's so great that you're here. And Jana has been blessed with two sons. One is Ryan Hall, number 16, backup quarterback and long snapper, and also Ben, number 79. He is our starting center and can play guard. Now, Ryan is a senior and Ben is a junior, so we pretty much talk about Ryan. Ben will have his turn next year. But I understand they are also amazing students, but we will talk about that in a minute. Because, Jana, this is your story, so tell us about yourself.
Well, I was born in Pennsylvania on a farm. I moved around quite a bit. I graduated high school from Apex, North Carolina. I went to FAU and got a bachelor's in marine biology. About 10 years later, when the boys were about 3 and 4, I went back to school to get a graduate degree from UF in environmental engineering. And I currently work with a consulting firm, SES Engineers. I have my two lovely boys, Ryan and Ben. They're 15 months apart. That was a challenge growing up. And for the longest time, they fought and fought and fought. But now they're just the best of friends.
You know what? That happens. my two oldest were 15 months apart, and you really think I'm not going to get through this. But it's just life, and you do. And they have maintained their friendship. They're the best friends. I think if they weren't even related, they would be good buddies. So, but you are blessed with two beautiful boys. Yes, you are. I can see where they get the genes for being so smart. Oh, goodness gracious. You have accomplished a lot in your time. You're a busy mom. I talk about this with all my moms because they're all working. They're all raising children. It is a crazy time. How do you keep things organized at home? And do you get a little help from the boys? Maybe some chores?
I think I try to stay fluid and kind of go with the flow because things are always changing with their schedules. But, you know, the boys will always do whatever I ask. They're very sweet and they like to help out. So, yeah.
Hey, good parenting. They do what you want. You can't ask more than that. And they're busy. And, you know, they're in sports and they're trying to keep their grades up and keep that going. So we can cut them a little slack right now. So, all right, Jana. What do you consider as priorities for raising kids to be successful?
The unconditional love, making sure that communication is there. They can always come to you if they need anything, and that, you know, trust.
Very, very good. All right. We talk about student athlete. This is your bragging rights now. Student being number one. And I don't think they have a problem with that. Tell me, like I said, student being the most important. I do remember when my husband coached rec ball, he would tell the boys, if I hear from your mom that you are not making your grades, you cannot play for me because as you progress into the higher level of sports, I don't care how good you are. You don't have the grade, you don't play. So tell us about how they both do, specifically Ryan, because he's our senior, in the classroom.
I can remember when he was, I think, third grade, he was already a 2 million word reader.
Oh, my goodness.
He's always been a big reader, and that's always been shown in his grades in school. And I never had to worry about homework. He was always independent, and we took on a lot of projects. That I helped out on, but he's been very independent with his schoolwork and focused and just an amazing student. So I'm very proud.
And that's Ben too, huh?
And Ben too, yes, very proud. Ben needs a little nudge sometimes.
Well, there's always that one. But you know what? You're blessed when you don't have to push them into doing homework. But you know, kids today, I find when I do these interviews, so many of them are they're honor students. They're doing dual enrollment. And you say he is dual enrollment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that helps you when he gets in college, and hopefully he'll be at least a sophomore. But it sounds like he might have some scholarship offered.
He's already had a few.
Academic,
yes, scholarship offers, and about 3 or 4 more that we're waiting to hear back on. And I know that whatever he chooses is going to be the best choice.
Okay. Women of Fighting Indians football will continue right after this.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest home. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy, to country fried steak and eggs, to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The FHSAA is now on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Tweet us, like us, and tag us on your social platforms by searching for FHSAA. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. Be a fan of it all by following us on social media at FHSAA.
Molinari Pools is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians football and Christian FM. A family-owned and operated business, the Molinari family, longtime members of this community. Joel Molinari, a former Fighting Indian, loves serving the Treasure Coast residents from pool cleaning to repairs to pool remodeling. Molinari Pools. Love people, love pools. 772-778-2633 or molinaripools.com.
The Fighting Indians Halftime Show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Once again, Bobby Paris.
Tonight, my guest is the lovely Jana Hall. Jana has been blessed with two sons. One is Ryan Hall, number 16, backup quarterback and long snapper, and also Ben, number 79. He is our starting center and can play guard. Tell me what does he talk about what he'd like to do as a career and maybe what favorite school he might have? I know where you'd like for him to go, but maybe, scholarship has something to do with that.
He fell in love with biology at Vero Beach High School, that one class, yeah.
So explain a little bit of biotechnology. You seem to think that's what he's interested in.
So he does a lot of lab work at school, and they do a lot of genetic sequencing. So depending on the field of biotechnology, the job, it could be anything from agricultural to pharmaceutical.
Okay, that helps a little bit. He is smart, and so is his mom. So I think that's kudos to you all. Any college he's looking at in particular? I know you like the other, but what is he thinking about?
He's got a few in-state selections and a couple out-of-state offers already. FAU, UF, FSU, just a couple.
You must be so proud. I think that is great. We have a wonderful program here at Vero Beach High School. Really caring coaches on and off the field, as well as our booster club is amazing. And if you just go by and look at the field, it looks like a college field. They work very hard for these boys. How do you feel about that?
Well, I know Ryan and Ben's dad is very involved in the booster program, and they do a lot for the kids. And we really appreciate what they do.
I think that's why we have a lot of transfers from out of town. They see how great this is and how good the coaches and the whole staff and everybody works together. Giving a piece of advice to the mom of a high school student, what would that be?
Just giving your children that support and safe space, and knowing that if something happens, that they're not going to say, oh, don't call my mom. They're going to say, we need to call my mom.
Yeah. You want to be the mom that's there for them.
Of course.
I think that's great. Good parenting. If you had a Jana day, just your day, what would that look like?
This is an easy one.
Okay, there you go.
I love the ocean, so to be on the ocean, surfing, fishing, boating, anything like that would be a perfect day with my boys.
Okay, with your boys, and just near water, or in the water. I think that's great. That's terrific. You're in a good place for it. So this is your chance to give a shout out to whomever you would like. So
a shout out to Ryan and Ben's Me Mom and Pop Pop, Rich and Claire Hall, Ryan and Ben's Nina and Papa, my parents, John and Susan Shell, and to thank them for always being there for their boys, for their grandkids.
And their daughter. Yes. There you go. It's been a great pleasure to get to know you a little better and to know the Hall family. We will be cheering on the Hall boys, Ryan and Ben. And as we go into our playoffs, can you believe the season's almost over with? But it's going to be a little longer because I have faith in them. We're going to say, go
Fighting Indians!
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest on. Visit us at gcvero.com.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
For the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including results of all rounds in the 2023 FHSAA Football Championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's FHSAA.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at NFHSnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA.
Ohana Water Systems is proud to partner with Christian FM. Hi, I'm Mikey, owner of Ohana Water Systems. We've created a technology that takes city and even well water and turn it into drinkable, pH-balanced, remineralized alkaline water throughout the entire house. Our system also protects the plumbing and appliances from hard water damage. No obligation consultations and water testing available. Online at ohanawatersystems.com.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Kerry Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Well, thank you for returning with us here in Palm Bay as we're on the campus of Heritage High School. This is a school that's been around since just 2009, so relatively young school. And here they are in the playoffs in the region quarterfinal, but they find themselves down to your Vero Beach Fighting Indians, 21-10. Gary, it looked like in that first quarter it was just going to be a dogfight because it just seemed like, our team punted, their team punted. We had some miscues, they had some miscues. But then in that second quarter, some things turned around for Vero.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy. I mean, that's the word I like to think, that we played some sloppiness out there on us out there, and we created some havoc on there, and we didn't capitalize on it. Mm-hmm. We were able to force some turnovers, but never got the ball back. Then and never was able to capitalize on it. We turned the ball over one time. And again, you've got to take every opportunity you can in the playoffs. Every possession you get, Paul, you got to make it count, especially when you're in the playoffs. So Indians did a great job the second quarter. The defense did a great job the second quarter. The offense did a good job the second quarter. And now we get the ball to start the third quarter. It's really, you want to capitalize on the opportunity.
Absolutely do. Let's take a look at your Durfee's Heating and Cooling first half stats for the Heritage Palm Bay Panthers. It was 62 yards on the ground, 24 through the air. Tenta is 5 of 12 for 24 yards. Alexander, their top receivers, only got 2 catches for 15 yards. They had 5 first downs. They had 4 penalties for 35 yards. They did get the field goal out of it, and, of course, they got a run by Tenta himself, 1 carry, 21 yards, and that's where they sit with their 10 points. For Vero Beach, 99 yards on the ground. Osby, 9 and 49-yard runs, and he has 5 carries, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Lancefort's got 3 carries for just 6 yards, and then, of course, Tyler with that one magnificent run that helped keep a drive alive, 1 carry for 22 yards. Tyler with his arm, it's 102 yards. He's 7 of 9 for 102 yards and a touchdown. The lone touchdown came to a pass to Josh Lansford for 30 yards, which basically was like a very short pass that Lansford used some good blocks and his athleticism and speed to get into the end zone for the score. Roberts has got 2 catches for 34 yards, and White's got 4 for 38. Vero had 8 first downs in that first half, 1 turnover, 4 penalties for 30 yards, and a combined 201 yards of offense in the first half, Gary.
Yeah, that's a very impressive stats when you look at 201 yards of total offense in the first half. You got to love the way we came together. Now, we had an opportunity. When I say missed opportunities, we had that if Tutu Griffin catches that pass, that's another score for you right there. So, but you can't. You just got to look at what you've done, look at what you didn't do, and now you know what you can do. And that's what you're going to see the second half here. I'll be interested to hear what the guys have to say after coming out of the locker room.
All right, well, we'll check in with them when we return. Actually, I see them coming up right now, so why don't we go down there and check in with them. Let's start with the defense first. Derek, a good first half of play by that defensive unit?
Fantastic half of play. Coaches said, hey, guys, you missed some opportunities, but for the most part, you're doing your job. Continue to do your job. Continue to wrap up. Continue to lock up and to continue to take them down. But then they used the phrase that us preachers are really like a lot. They said, shut their water off. And I think that sums what the scope of our defense is. Let's lock them down and let's go get this win and go on to the next round.
Shut their water off.
I'm
not sure I've ever heard a preacher say
no,
that
I never
one.
had. Maybe the water company might come.
Yeah. I've had the utility services come by and say that, but not the preacher. But okay,
you
let's
guys
check.
need to read. Okay, Exodus.
Of course, the preacher's going to throw the Bible at us. Of course. All right, let's check in, Matt. Well, on the offensive side, what coach have to say?
Well, I'm sure he wasn't quoting Bible passages, but he was actually pleased, guys. We scored 3 out of 5 times, and like Gary, what you said, we actually had a chance to score on the other one too, a big one that I asked Tutu in the locker room. I said, "Got in on you a little bit?" He goes, "Man, I got to catch that." I said, "I agree." He started smiling, but you come down with 5, but 3 out of 5 possessions, they score, and, coach was happy. He says, hey, guys, look, they're probably going to switch some things up. So they were talking X's and O's. If they do A, we're going B. If they do Z, we're going Y. And, I tell you what, I love it when the players are engaged and the coaches are drawing it up on the board. It's a pleasure to watch.
Absolutely is. All right, guys, thanks for checking in with us. We'll step aside. We'll get to second half play between Heritage and Vero Beach. This is Fighting Indians football.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
A septic system is only as good as the installation and maintenance. Reliable Septic is the name known along the coast for being the professionals who install and service these systems for both residential and commercial uses. They'll determine the on-site needs and design considerations for a complete wastewater treatment system. Thanks to Reliable Septic Service. 772-562-4242.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians post-game show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
The Fighting Indians halftime show is brought to you by Genesis Church. Let's join Kerry Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Vero Beach won the toss to begin this game. They deferred to the second half, so the Fighting Indians will receive the kickoff to start the third quarter. Vero Beach up 21-10, the region quarterfinal here. Winner of this game goes on to play the winner of the Treasure Coast Osceola game, and currently Treasure Coast in a commanding lead over Osceola, 28-0.
Wow, that's just an awesome team, man. I'm going to tell you right now, they're playing some great football.
Vero Beach getting set to receive. Just waiting the official word. And there it is as Thomas gets set to kick off for the Panthers. This one's high. Caught around the 7-yard line by Roberts. Roberts with a block,
Fumble.
but then he lost the ball. Scramble for it.
And I believe they covered it.
Here comes the kicker. Actually recovered it.
Wow, what a return. Got the ball stripped. You got to carry it high and tight. And Roberts got a little loose with it. Got to reach from behind, and he got the ball stripped out of his hands. And just like that, instead of having the ball around the 35, they get the ball on the 30-yard line, our 30 going in. How quick can it change?
Well, and it looked like Roberts, was just about one block away from maybe breaking it out big time, and instead it's a turnover.
We're just not going to make it easy, are we?
Nope. Third time tonight, short porch for the Panthers. Play action. Tenta, he's going for it all, looking for a receiver, and he's going to overshoot, well covered by the Indians.
Yeah, he just, like you said, Paul, overthrew that one. He was going to try to hit the kind of like a wheel route down the sideline on the side over there, but too good a coverage on that play.
So it'll bring second down and 10 for the Panthers at the Vero 30-yard line. Vero's up by 11 here in this third quarter, and Panthers just stole a possession. They're going to send 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side. Handoff, Benson pops it out to the left side, down the sideline, 10, and out of bounds. It'll be first and goal.
Great block on the outside over there. We lost the edge out there, and there was a great block by one of their receivers coming back, peeled back in, and literally, just like that, he picks up about 15, 21 yards.
Let's check in with Matt.
Guys, that was a great hole because there was a great hold going on in our right defensive end. He could not, he was like being grabbed. He actually had a beeline on it and totally missed the call on that one, guys.
First and goal at the 10. Handoff Benson. Oh, man, and he get caught in the backfield.
And Montgomery was the first one to hit him, and I believe Dash made the tackle there. So Montgomery, he slowed him down, and Dash wrapped him up. They're down at the 10-yard line now, second down.
So it'll be second and goal.
Well, now we know why that guy was so wide open, and now we know why Randy Bethel was screaming at the official out there on that big play.
Second and goal at the 10. Tight formation this time for the Panthers. Inside 5 seconds on the play clock. They get the play off. Monroe, left side, shakes a couple of tackles, and he'll get inside the 5.
Yeah, I tell you what, that is a nice play right there. It's going to be short. He'll be third down.
So third and goal at the 4, or maybe the 3. Make it the 3-yard line, third and goal. And I think the Panthers are going to have to call a timeout here. They're getting close,
They were getting ready to have a 5-yard penalty on them.
Panthers call timeout. When we come back, we're looking at a third down and goal. See if this defense can hold.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Durfee's Heating and Cooling, a longtime friend and supporter of Christian FM. Durfee's Heating and Cooling offers air conditioning repairs, maintenance, and new installations. Family owned and operated, serving the Treasure Coast area. Durfee's Heating and Cooling, 772-971-5884.
This is Fighting Indians football, brought to you by Central Assembly.
Well, we are in Palm Bay on the campus of Heritage High School for the region quarterfinal. We're in region number 3 for Class 4S. Paul Tipton along with Gary Paris, Matt Paris, Derek West, and Don Dexter here tonight. Vero Beach was going to get the ball to start the third quarter, but on the kickoff, fumbled the ball away. Now you're looking at a third down and goal for the Panthers at the 3-yard line.
It's got to be 2-down territory.
Little handoff left side. He got caught in the backfield. That was Benson, and a good job by the Fighting Indian defense.
Lost a couple yards on that play because they can't afford kick a field goal and not get a shot at getting 7. Here's the theory behind that. If they don't make it, then they're penalized. They got us pinned to the downfield here inside the 10-yard line if they don't make it.
Well, we'll see what's going to happen here as they break the huddle. 4th and goal. And this defense hold one more time. Play, flag down. Tenta, he's going to try to run for the end zone and will score.
It's coming back. Illegal shift. And in illegal shift being that they had a guy in motion, he got upfield before the ball was snapped. Now it makes it a little more interesting. Now they were able to beat us to the outside on that bootleg that time. Great fake. They'll kick the field goal now. Looks like they're going to attempt to kick a field goal.
Yep, agreed. They're going to send the unit out here and get set as Thomas will get set for a field goal try here.
Boy, he has been excellent tonight kicking.
Yeah, he has.
Kickoffs, extra points. Field goal.
27-yard attempt here. He's already made a 35. Kick is up, and it's got plenty of distance, and it is no good. So he missed it.
It looked like it was wide left. It maybe the guys down there can tell us, but I thought it was wide left.
So Vero Beach dodges a bullet, and now they got a chance to regroup here.
They get the ball on the 20-yard line.
Yep.
Listen, and I did get the signal from down there. It was wide left on that. He boomed it. It took a while for the officials to get that signal out. So now we got a chance to come back. We didn't lose anything on that, turning that possession over.
All right, so 9:55 in this third quarter remains. It's a 21-10 lead for Vero Beach, starting from their 20. Aronson going to hit a pass over to Simmons, left side. Simmons out of bounds around the 27-yard line, maybe 28.
Yeah, he's that's that quick out. You'd like to see it down a little lower because anytime you have to go up as a receiver, you lose your momentum going forward.
Well, Gary, you remember the guys talked about that this field's got a little bit of a crown, and no, we haven't been playing on too much of a crown with our field.
Good point.
2nd down and 2. Aronson fires. Trying to get it to EJ over on the far side. It's going to go incomplete and brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, they had to quick out. That ball was just about a foot thrown too far out in front of EJ. EJ's 6'3", and he's a big, tall, lanky receiver. That's just out of his reach. Now it's going to be, you got the big guys coming in.
Yeah, the beef package is out there for sure. On 3rd and 2, tight formation. Aronson going to hand off Osby. And Osby looks like he's got enough for a first down thanks to the push by the offensive line.
Good job. Good surge by the right side that time on that play. You were able to get your guys across that. And I believe that is Chase Stevens was one of the big guys on that side that did a good job of getting over there and pushing on that play. And I believe Vargas too.
So that's a Hummingbird Care Services first down. First down, handoff, Osby, right side. And Osby able to get another 3 to 4 yards on the carry, almost 5.
Yeah, if you can pick up positive yards like that, Paul, that means your offensive line is doing a good job of getting a surge off the line of scrimmage there, allowing the back to get in behind them.
2nd down and 5 as the ball moves to the 35-yard line of Vero Beach. 8:45 and counting, third quarter, 21-10 lead for Vero Beach. Aronson, pressure comes, and man, he could not get away from the pursuit of the Panther defense.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a stunt that time. Linebacker shooting right up the middle that time. He didn't even have time. He looked to step back, and he had to take off because he felt the blue shirts all around him. So a loss on that play, a sack by the Panthers. Now brings up 3rd and about 8, Paul, and you don't want to turn the ball over here because our punting hasn't been that outstanding tonight.
Well, that, and you kind of sense there was a little bit of momentum for Vero Beach. You'd like to keep it going here. So 3rd down and 8. Tyler's looking to throw. Steps up. He's going to try to run it. Stays on his feet, and he's got a 1st down. How about Tyler Aronson using his feet?
Yeah, but he had Roberts over here if he could have seen him, but he didn't. He didn't see him, so he took off and ran. He got out of that. I thought he was just going to get a couple yards. He accelerated. He showed some quickness there and got that 1st down. That's a big 1st down right now because you're at that point where you can flip the field if you have to. Need some more 1st downs, though.
2nd time tonight, we've seen Aronson use his feet to pick up a big 1st down for the Fighting Indians. And that is a Hummingbird Care Services 1st down as Aronson hands off Lancefort off the right side. And, boy, he just could not shake the defense on that one.
Now, they were across the line pretty good on that one. They got their blue jerseys in the gaps there that time. And again, give credit to the Panthers. They filled the gaps really well, and there was nowhere for Lanceford to go for. Where to go.
So no gain, 2nd and 10, as we're now passing 7 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. Indians with 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Aronson looking to throw, and he got hit. I mean, the linebacker sliced right through. And a loss of about 7.
Yeah, he never had time. That's the first. I mean, we've starting to see a pattern of right now, these blitzes coming right up the middle. You heard Matt talk about it, that they're going to make some adjustments. They're going to do X. We got to go with Z. If we got Y, we got to go with X. You've got to, they've made some adjustments there. They're putting pressure right up the middle. And one of the reasons is to keep him from having to run. The other is to get him in this situation because of throwing the ball. There was no time for him to even think about throwing the ball.
3rd down and 22. Shuffle pass, Tutu, left side. And Griffin will get almost the yardage they lost on the previous play and brings up 4th down and 10.
Hey, I got to give a big shout out to a big fan of ours who moved from Vero Beach to Hot Springs, Arkansas, listening to the game in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Leo George, who is a big fan and listens to us every single game.
Well, we appreciate that, Leo. And hopefully the Indians will do you proud here tonight as they're currently leading 21-10. But now Torres is going to have to come out and punt the ball away.
Bad snap.
Bad snap goes through Torres' feet. He's trying to scramble on it, trying to get as much as he can, and he's going to be tackled around the 32-yard line.
I tell you what, the 3rd quarter has been disastrous for Vero Beach. The snap was low, and it went right through his legs. I mean, he's a receiver, so you figure he might scoop it, but it was right through his legs, and it's like a bunch of errors right now that are happening to us. And for some reason, this team, the Panthers down here in front of us, is hanging on.
Well, that's going to be the 2nd time in this 3rd quarter that the Panthers are going to be on the plus side of the 50. We got a water break timeout. We'll step aside. Vero leading here in the 3rd quarter, 21-10.
Hi, I'm Shelly, owner of Dog Training Elite, Treasure Coast. Our family passion is to help the families that come to us create peace and harmony in the home with their beloved family dog. At Dog Training Elite, we're dedicated to helping our clients, along with their dogs, learn obedience, manners, or train to be service dogs. Any size and age, we can help. Online at dogtrainingelite.treasurecoast.com. Go Indians!
The Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Football Championship possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Max Preps, official scores and statistics of the FHSAA. GoFan, official online ticketing provider of the FHSAA. NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. And Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2023 FHSAA Football Championships.
First down and 10 for the Panthers. Tenta's got time. He's rolling out of the pocket, looking downfield, lets it fly, has a receiver there. And a good job, Wesley, on the coverage of Alexander.
Yeah, there was a little contact there, but it had nothing to do with interfering with the route there. They hit shoulder to shoulder, and he was running parallel together there. But that's a good defensive play there. And, again, brings up second down. We have got to figure out how to get the ball on our side of the field.
Second down. Panthers with the ball on the plus side at the 33-yard line. Tenta, hands off. Benson trying to start it out left, cut back, and when he did, he ran in a few white shirts there. It'll be a minimal gain, about 2 yards.
Yeah, good job on the containment to the outside. He thought he could get around the edge, but he cut back. And, again, I think that's made that play. It was just a fantastic play of our safety Reynolds out there. Amar Reynolds does a great job of making him cut back on that play, and there was a bunch of white jerseys waiting on him.
All right, so now it's a 3rd down and 8. Panthers will have 3 receivers on the left side, single to the right. Tenta, he's looking down that right side. He wants to challenge RJ, and it is deflected, and what a good job by RJ Jones.
Yeah, he literally just went man-to-man there with Dimitri Samuel. Was running the ball, was running down there with him side by side, and he just reached up, RJ did, and just knocked it down. Now it brings up a 4th down situation.
So you're 4th down and 8. And given the way Vero Beach has played so far in this 3rd quarter,
well, I
don't blame Coach for going for this one.
Well, but I also don't, if the punter's your quarterback, and
True.
He might take a drop back here and do that pooch kick.
Good point. Tenta from the gun. Oh, it looked like there was all kinds of movement before the snap. Tenta's going to let it fly, and it's bobbled. Did he catch it? He did. Caught. Samuel, touchdown.
Yeah, he got it on that one. That ball went right through a couple defenders' bodies, right over them, and he bobbled it, but he hung on to it. So great catch, great throw. He had protection. He went for it, and they've capitalized here on a situation, on a turnover like.
Thomas gets set for the point after. Puts it up. And it is good. 21-17. Vero Beach still with a lead here late in the 3rd.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Thanks to Longevity Rehab Centers in Vero Beach and Sebastian, owned by locals whose mission is to help heal those who are hurting with a goal of getting them back to a productive life. Longevity Rehab has built a reputation of trust with their clients from the top down, offering both physical and massage therapy designed to restore, relieve, or maintain a healthy lifestyle. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Humana, Cigna, United Healthcare, Health First, Medicare, and most insurances are accepted. LongevityRehab.com.
32 yards in 4 plays, a 30-yard reception for Samuel. And the Panthers edge a little closer, 21-17. That's your McCall Insurance Agency scoring drive as the ball will line drive its way into the end zone for the touchback, and Vero Beach will start at its own 20-yard line. And
it's the third opportunity, third possession we're going to have here in the third quarter, and we've walked away with no points.
Actually, it's the second.
Oh, second? I apologize.
We were supposed to have a third.
Third, that's right. You're right. We were the opening kickoff of the second half. We fumbled it.
So here comes Tyler Aronson and the offensive unit for Vero Beach. 4 receivers set. 2 receivers, both sides. Lanceford on play action. Pass right side for Torres, and oh my goodness.
You got to catch that ball. That hit him right in the head. I mean, it's not funny, but he was like, "Whoa, where'd that ball come from?" Hit him right on the helmet.
So incomplete, second down and 10. 3:40 to go here in this third quarter. Aronson, pressure coming, and he's going to get thrown for a big loss back to the 10-yard line.
Hey, boys, you better wake up, smell the coffee, because they're coming now. They're playing some football now. We have allowed them to get themselves back into this ball game, and you're seeing the difference out there being right now is they got some hunger in them.
Yes, they do. So now you're looking at a 3rd down and 20. Taking a lot of time here. Play clock is inside 5 seconds. Got to get it, and they do. They just get it off. Aronson lets it fly. He's got Roberts down the side. 40, 45, midfield, and into Panther territory at the 40-yard line. Wow.
He just got that play off, and Roberts just juggled it for a second that's that Hillsman swing route we like, the wheel route that they use with him. But he was able to haul that in, and boy, when he did, he had the first down and a lot more. That's a big 3rd and long play.
And that is a Hummingbird Care Services first down as they get the ball inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, a 50-yard pickup. 2:24 and counting, third quarter. Play action, no, handoff, it's going to go to Osby. Osby met right at the line of scrimmage. Might be about a yard gain at best.
Well, what you don't like to see is all blue shirts on your side of the line, and your white shirts are right out in front of them. You don't like to see that, and that's what happened there. They just got a great penetration against us. They were in the gaps again, and right now our offensive line has got to start doing a little better job.
No gain. It's 2nd and 10. Minute 39 and counting. Handoff again, Osby. Now he cuts back to the left, trying to shake off a tackle. Does. Shakes off almost the second tackle. Will get to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he picks up about 5 yards on that play. He almost, like you said, if he doesn't get that ankle tackle there, he's off to the races. I don't know if you catch him.
So it makes it a 3rd down and 6 now for Vero Beach.
Big down right here, Paul. Big down.
Osby will set up left side of Aronson. Tyler looking left, fires, got a receiver, caught by Simmons. Simmons to the 15, to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Wow, what a throw, what a catch. Again, the protection was well that time. We did a great job, well protected, allow the quarterback to find Simmons on a route across the middle on a little bit of a what we call a deep slant.
That is the red zone, the Kern Flooring red zone alert here is with that pass to Simmons. They're to the 10-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal. Handoff, Osby working off the right side. Double O pushing it towards the 5.
That'll probably be the last play here of the third quarter.
13 seconds and counting here, and pretty sure Vero will be content to let these seconds tick off here. Get a little water, regroup, and look at 2nd and goal. Vero Beach with the lead and looking at an opportunity to put a score on the board. It was not a really good third quarter for Vero Beach, but man, they're starting to find something here. We're going to see what's going to happen here in the fourth quarter. It's Fighting Indians football here at your Christian FM.
A family business for 25 years, Total Golf Cart supports the Fighting Indians and their fans. They're the authorized club card dealer and love to assist buyers to find the golf cart that best meets their needs. They offer both new and used club cars. And Total Golf Cart also has a full service department at 1140 South US 1 in Vero Beach or at TotalGolfCart.com.
Football fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2023 Florida High School Football State Championship games. The intense action takes place at Ken Riley Field at Bragg Memorial Stadium in Tallahassee, December 7th through the 9th. Come out and watch the best in Florida high school football play. Visit FHSAA.com for more information.
This is Fighting Indians football on the Vero Nation Network. Brought to you by HBS Glass. Let's join Gary Paris and the voice of the Fighting Indians, Paul Tipton.
Hey, thanks for joining us here as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Vero Beach going to be looking at a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. And E.J. White lines up as quarterback, ready to take the direct snap. Keeper, right side. E.J. pushing his way. He's close. And he's just short.
They say he's about the 1-yard line. It was a wildcat. You get the snap directly to you, and then you have a choice of finding that hole. This is 2-down territory, in my opinion, here right now.
EJ again lines up. 3rd and goal. Keeper, right side. Push it in.
Oh, they're going to say he's
wow,
down.
They won't give it to him yet.
Wow. It's
Well,
that's 4th down.
Fourth and goal here. Now he's going to bring in Beef, and Aronson's going to come back in at quarterback. Osby also coming in with a little pep in his step.
Yeah, I got to watch timeout here for your clock.
Aronson up under center. Turns, hands off, Osby, right side, touchdown!
Wow, he
Osby's
barely
3rd
got
of the
in
night, and it's a 1-yard plunge.
Man, he got hit, stopped, and he rolled off to his right, and he lunged to that ball and just got it in.
Octavian Osby with an encore performance from a week ago gets his 3rd touchdown run of the night. And they do have a Panther that is down.
I tell you, that was a hard-fought touchdown.
Was.
1 yard. There's 3 downs to go 1 yard, and we finally got it in there. And I'll tell you what, it was his 2nd effort that got it. He got stopped right there at the line, then he spun out, and he lunged across.
So McDonald, the injured Panther, hops off the field. As Braden Marson will get set. Try to add an extra point on here. Bansoff gets set for the hole, waits for the snap from Ryan Hall. And it looks good. And it is 28-17 here to start this fourth quarter.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Christian FM thanks Paris Family Chiropractic for their support. Dr. Matt Paris is a longtime resident of Vero Beach and a former quarterback for the Fighting Indians. Just like our Fighting Indians work hard for the win, Dr. Paris works hard for a patient's well-being. From proper alignment to good nutrition, Dr. Paris helps patients achieve the win. Paris Family Chiropractic. When the spine is in line, everything is fine. 299-4649 or parisfamilychiro.com.
Larson is going to kick this one off. It's going to be high, a little short. Caught around the 12, 15. Return to the 20, 25, and out of bounds around the 27-yard line. So that last drive for Vero Beach, 80 yards, 10 plays, 1 yard run by Octavian Osby. During that drive, you had 2 third-down conversions and 1 fourth-down conversions, GP.
Absolutely, and we took every bit of it. We needed them all. But, I mean, on that fourth down play, that was the killer right there, because we really needed that. We literally got stopped. Then Osby spun to his right, and he lunged into the end zone and just got that ball over. And that was a good effort on him by his part.
Panthers will start from their 27, down 28-17. Tenta, play action, swing pass right side for Monroe. Monroe trying to work his magic and will get to the 35.
Yeah, it's like one of those well screens. You get out, one inside, one outside. Your job is to get right up the middle of that, and they did a good job. They pick up about 8 yards on that.
2nd down and 2. From the Panther 35. Handoff left side. What a collision at the line of scrimmage. It'll be about a yard, almost 2 yard gain. It'll be close to a first down.
I think he's got it.
Yeah.
He earned that
on the run that time.
My defense has got to find a way now to stop this momentum they have offensively.
With that first down, the ball now at the Panthers' 37-yard line. Play action. Pass goes off to the right side. What a great open field tackle by R.J. Jones.
He kept out a 3-yard play that could have been easily a 10-yard or first down.
Yep. Amy with the reception for the Panthers. Clock continues to roll here with 9:23 and counting in this fourth quarter. Vero Beach leading 28-17. Panthers going to line up 3 receivers on the right, a single to the left. On 2nd down, Tenta looking the pass, fires. Oh my gosh, went right through our defender's hands and caught by Alexander, and that'll be a first down. Man, that could have been a big play for Vero.
I thought that was Jashawn Hendricks had the interception. And then he went right through his hands, and the receiver makes the catch, and it's a big first down.
Picks up 18 on that, and they are in Vero territory now at the 42-yard line. Trips to the left side. Handoff, Cauley spins out of a tackle to the 39. Bring up 2nd down. Pickup of 3. It's 2nd and 7.
TJ Alford looks like he's down. He's going to fall down because he is hurt.
That'll stop the clock at 8:25.
He looks like he's got cramps.
So winner of this game will face the winner of
it's already official.
Treasure Coast. It is done now.
28-0.
28-0. So Treasure Coast, with their win, moves on to round 2, the region semifinal.
And they will await the winner of this game.
And they will host it.
So, Vero, if they hold on to this 28-17 lead, they will play Treasure Coast back down in Port St. Lucie at South County Stadium next Friday night.
It's an important drive here for the Panthers, but it's also as much a defensive need to shut these guys down they've been moving the ball a little too much lately.
Second down, Tenta's looking to throw, got hit as he let it fly, and the ball is too far out of the reach of his intended target. And that time, Indians were bringing some pressure, Gary.
They did. They had the blitz. You saw Bill Mata just tune it up a little bit and sent the blitz. Man coverage downfield, and R.J. Jones had his receiver covered well and went there. No chance he was going to catch it.
Yeah, he was looking for Cordero over there on that sideline, and it falls incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers at the Vero Beach 39.
I would look for some kind of screen possibly here. They've had some success with that.
Tenta looking to throw. He's firing down the right side, and boy, receivers and quarterback were not on the same page as that goes incomplete with nobody around.
Well, they did fake the screen, and the receiver kind of stopped. I mean, he just did not go down, and the quarterback threw it long, so it brings up 4th now.
Panthers down 28-17 with 8:12 to go in this 4th quarter. They got no choice. They got to go for this.
Yeah, they got 8 minutes left to go, and they're 2 scores down. And they're going to take a timeout.
We'll take one as well. We're midway through the 4th quarter here. 8:12 to go, and it's 28-17. Vero Beach on top.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Downtown Dipper Ice Cream Shop on 14th Avenue in Vero Beach. Downtown Dipper is a step back in time to an old school ice cream shop, serving 24 flavors of hand-scooped ice cream. A family-owned and operated ice cream shop. Open Tuesday through Sunday and closed on Mondays. Thanks to Downtown Dipper for supporting Christian FM and the Fighting Indians.
Back here at Heritage High School, and the Panthers looking at a 4th down and 7 at the Vero Beach 39-yard line. Panthers took their 2nd timeout of this half. Oh, there was all kinds of movement. They're going to back up 5 yards.
Boy, you feel bad when you're the only one out there and you happen to be 6'6" maybe, and you move, you jump. Everybody knows who it was.
They actually had a couple of guys move. One of the receivers moved as well. 4th and 12. Tenta. Pressure coming. Fires. Has a receiver. It's caught, and that'll be a 1st down.
Wow, that was a great throw and a great catch out there because he did have the receiver made a great cut to the sideline. It's a comeback. He rolls to his right under pressure. He got it away, and he got the 1st down. Big play for the Panthers to keep their hopes alive.
Picked up 23 yards. Puts the ball at the 30-yard line. 8:07. Handoff. Benson, right side. He'll push for about a 4 to almost 5 yard gain.
Just a good surge run up the middle that time. Anytime you pick up positive yards, especially if you can get 3 or 4 yards on your 1st down, and you're in good position.
2nd down and 6.
I'll say one thing. Nobody's going to steal their signals.
Wow. Well, I think Harborough's got some time to come over and check them out. Play action. Deflected at the line of scrimmage. How about that?
That looked like Wayne Perry got his hands up on that one, knocked that one down, or deflected it. Those are the kind you love to. You think you're going to get that interception. You know, the ball's batted and it goes down, and the hardest thing is to find the ball as a defender.
Yeah, Warren Perry able to get his hands on that, deflected. Now turns it into a 3rd down and long for the Panthers. With an obvious 4-down situation here for the Panthers. Down by 2 scores and 7:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Trips to the left side. Tenta fires, looking down the sideline for his receiver, and it was too far.
Well, they had some pressure on him right up the middle and to the outside, and he had to get rid of that ball quick. And he did a great effort to try to lay it in there, but he threw it out of bounds and long, which is good for us. So it brings up now 4th down. Last time they were 4th down, well.
Yeah, we'll see. Looking at a 4th down and 7 at the Vero 27. Scores 28-17. You got 7:14 to go. Boy, the Panthers taking their time. Tenta fires, finds his receiver, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's Alexander. Again, a great clear-out route. They did it 2 ways. They took the wide receiver up the side. They took another receiver on a swing route, and there's a flag on the play. And they're going to call us for roughing the passer, we're being told. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal line.
Well, yep, there it is. Roughing the passer, and now Vero Beach will back up a little further to around the 5-yard line, where it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, this is getting to be dangerous time and area right now for Vero Beach, because they score here, they get within 1 score, because they may have to go for 2 here to try to get within a field goal to keep it at a tie.
All right, on 1st and goal at the 5, 3-receiver set. Tenta rolling right, fires, looking for a receiver, and it was going to be out of bounds even if he got his hand on it. Incomplete, brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that was just a rollout to the right, trying to hit his receiver. Now, the play I think I liked, he ran earlier, and I hope Vero's well situated for it, is that bootleg, that fake handoff. He rolls back to his right, and he was wide open and ran in for the touchdown himself. So be alert for that, guys.
Clock is stopped at 6:49 on the incomplete. Ball at the 6-yard line for 2nd and goal. From the gun, handoff, trying to stretch it out left is Benson. Benson will get inside the 5 to about the 3.
Yeah, there was a he tried to get to the edge, nothing there. He cut back, and he's only about 2 yards from the end zone.
3rd and goal.
Well, that's a favorable mark he got there.
I'm telling you. Panthers will line up. 2 receivers to the right side. Handoff Benson left side, and he's stopped.
That was Bacon, the Baconator. Made that hit, stopped him with no gain there, brings up 4th down.
4th and goal. As we're inside 6 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. 15th play of this drive is a 4th and goal Tenta want to keep it, and he's stopped. He is stuffed by that defensive line of Vero Beach.
Wow, he tried to run it himself, and he lost yardage on that play. He lost a yard on the. That's a great play, great defensive stand right there. Actually, he may have lost about a yard and a half, 2 yards.
Bacon, the Baconator, making a big play. The senior defensive end with a stop and helping his team possibly moving on.
They're going to call
to the
water
second
break.
round, and it is a water timeout with 5:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. Vero leading 28-17.
Hi, Derek West here from the Genesis Church of Vero Beach. We are proud supporters of Fighting Indians football and Vero Beach athletics. We invite you to join us this Sunday at 9:15 for our services. If you can't join us in person, please visit us online at gcvero.com. Genesis Church of Vero Beach, place of love where honest men are known and unafraid to love the hardest stone. Visit us at gcvero.com.
HBS Glass is a proud supporter of Fighting Indians Athletics and Christian FM. Since 1973, HBS Glass has served homeowners, architects, and contractors in the Vero Beach area. HBS Glass offers hurricane impact windows and doors. HBS Glass, 722 3rd Place or hbsglass.com. Thanks to HBS Glass.
Big stop by that defense for Vero Beach. Now it is a 1st down and 10. Vero Beach backed up into their end zone starting from the 4. But they lead 28-17. It's going to be a handoff. Good run, pushes to the 10, to the 11-yard line.
And that gives them a little bit of a cushion right there now. That helps right there. That gets them off the back of the end zone on that play. That's Osby. Osby picks up about 8 yards on that play and just needs some first downs here, Paul.
2nd down. We'll call it, let's just say he got 7 yards there. We'll make it a 2nd down and 3. And again, yeah, just let the clock roll here. Don't be in too big of a hurry. Handoff, Osby, left side. Osby shakes some tackles. He's got a first down as he's close to the 20.
Yeah, that's another first down. The clock will stop till he moved the chains, and you got less than 5 minutes to go in this ball game here.
That is a Hummingbird Care Services first down and a much-needed one as the clock will continue to roll at 4:41 and counting. Indians will line up. And again, they can let this clock just continue to tick. Got the 10-second count here. Another handoff for Osby. Osby cuts it back up into the middle, and he'll pick another 5 yards.
Man, that is some great running there. He sees the seam. He looks for it. He's very patient about picking his hole and then accelerating. And right now, he's in no big hurry. He's the only running back we got right now because I think the Lunsford was with cramps.
So 2nd and 5 for Vero Beach with the clock continuing to roll here, 3:40 and counting. Another handoff. Osby off the right side, and boy, did he break a great tackle for another Hummingbird Care Services first down to the 31.
That was a great run. They got the clock moving. Well, they hadn't started yet. He just signaled to keep it rolling. And they haven't started it yet.
There it goes.
Now this is 40 seconds they got to play with because it's on an off a play. The first down came off the play.
Yeah, so after when we snap the ball again, we'll be inside 3 minutes. And Aronson just waiting for that signal from the back judge there. He'll give the signal for 10 seconds. as we just passed 3, and there's the signal. Another handoff, Osby, and he will push his way for about another 5-yard gain.
Maybe 4.5. I'm just kidding you. It's awesome. Now we're down to about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in this game. And again, he did exactly what we said. Get your first downs. Get the first downs. They only got 1 timeout left, and they are going to save it for a 3rd down situation where they can stop the clock on 3rd down.
Clock is at 2:17. Just got the signal there. Little shuffle pass. Roberts around the right side. Shakes a tackle. And he's got another first down.
And the clock
past the 45-yard line. And that's a Hummingbird Care Services first. 13 yards on that little pass to Roberts.
They got 1 timeout left. You got 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go in this game. All Vero has to do now is just hang on to the ball.
Fighting Indians line up. They'll just wait. Get the signal from the back judge. He just got the 10-second count. We'll take the snap. It's going to hand off to Osby and Octavian, and will get us to midfield where it'll be 2nd down.
And they've taken their last timeout.
So the Panthers, with 1:16 remaining in this game, will finish the season 9-2. And the reality will start to set in.
Yeah, it is. Well, once we get by this one, what reality will that be? That we play Treasure Coast or that they lost?
Yes.
Yes.
You got it. You got it. And, of course, coming up, we'll have the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show, and that'll give us a chance to talk about what's coming up next for Vero Beach. It looks to be a rematch with Treasure Coast next week.
Couldn't ask for anything better. You were going to have to get them sooner or later. Might as well get them in the 2nd round. And they come off. They're probably one of the better teams right now in the 4S section of the state. They're that good. So, no matter what region they're in and all, but they're good. But you know what? We lost them 22-10, and we'll talk about that in our post game a little. But it was it's going to be a great game. They have no timeouts left.
Yeah, Heritage has no timeouts left, and Vero Beach will get set here to line up.
They actually could take, I think, 2 knees at 40 seconds, and they would have plenty of time to.
Yeah. Fighting Indians getting into the victory formation, and Aronson will take the first knee. Clock will start running here. So Vero Beach is going to advance to the 2nd round, the region semifinal. That'll be next Friday night. Again, kickoff is at 7:30. Our coverage will begin at 6:30 with countdown to kickoff. And we'll be heading to Port St. Lucie, South County Stadium, to take on Treasure Coast. Game clock now inside 40 seconds, and 1 knee will do it as the Fighting Indians now improve to 9-2 on the season with a win here in the region quarterfinal over Heritage, 28-17. What a performance by the Fighting Indians. It was some gut check moments, and the Indians answered the bell when called on. We're going to step aside. Coming up, it'll be the Roy Bell Grading Services post-game show. This is Fighting Indians football.
Christian FM can put this game on the radio thanks to the support of businesses like Chuck Bateman State Farm Insurance in Vero Beach. Chuck's goal is to create an atmosphere where customers can talk about what's important to them. He's also a huge supporter of our local chapter of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Chuck's phone is 567-1106. or chuckbatemaninsurance.com.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
The Fighting Indians rely on teamwork, and so does Christian FM. One of those teammates is Scott Sporting Goods. Scott Sporting Goods features an array of sporting equipment, including clothes and shoes. They are also the ones that fit our Fighting Indians broadcast team with the Fighting Indians apparel. Located in downtown Vero Beach, 1407 20th Street. Their phone number is 778-0661. Thanks to Scott Sporting Goods.
Hi, JW from Barker Air Conditioning. These hot and humid days sure do take a toll on your air conditioning system. Barker Air Conditioning offers our ESA annual or semi-annual maintenance plans to keep things in good working order. Barker Air Conditioning, servicing Indian River County since 1959.
Welcome to the Fighting Indians postgame show, presented by Roy Bell Grading Services.
How about that, folks? Vero Beach wins in the first round of the playoffs, 28-17 over Heritage. And with that, we want to go down to the field and check in with Matt Parrish, who's standing by with our defensive coordinator, Coach Bill Mata. Matt?
Coach, how about that for a game? 28-17. You knew coming in this is a good team. They were 9-1. They proved to be scrappy, gave us all we wanted, but our boys, they held when they needed to hold.
Definitely. Real proud of them. Hats off to Heritage. They came out, hit us in the mouth. We didn't help ourselves with our special teams play, made some early mistakes that put us in the hole. Guys came out and answered, stiffened the defense a little bit, made a couple mental errors that gave them some big plays. But down there on the goal line, when we held them, from that score at the end, that was huge for them. I'm real proud of them for stepping up and not giving up. That shows a lot of character. I mean, there's several times when they could have just packed their tents and said, okay, these guys are pretty tough and they're hitting us in the mouth, and but they never let up. Guys got nicked up a little bit and they still kept bringing it.
How about that crowd behind you? Every time our defense came off, they were chanting defense, defense. I mean, how about that?
Yeah, it was great. That was one of the few times I've actually noticed it. I'm trying to call the play, and it's bleeding over the headset. I loved it. I mean, that's a huge help. I mean, the momentum and the atmosphere and the environment that they create, that positive energy, we feed off of that. So, hats off to the fans. We love them.
Absolutely. How nice is it to have Matthew Bacon back as well?
Oh, Matt, he's a great competitor. He brings a different level. Our defensive line is amazing, and Randy Bethel, Coach Bethel, does an amazing job getting everybody prepared. He cycles them in and out. When Matt's there, he's just so quick off the edge. He knows what's going on. A real smart football player, and he wants his number called.
So we got this one in the books. First playoff win. We are going to be heading to Treasure Coast. They won 28-0 over Osceola. And so what do you tell the boys coming preparing for next week?
Oh, we're excited to get another rematch. We looked at that film and realized the mistakes that we made, coaching mistakes, player mistakes. We can get those cleaned up, and we feel like we're going to go out there and take that one too.
I love it. Well, Coach, hey, great defensive effort. Great calls back there with the blitzes and everything. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Matt. As Coach Bill Mata, obviously very happy, and why wouldn't he be, man? Especially when you have a goal line stance and turnover on downs there. Was a very special performance tonight by the Fighting Indians defense that helped out getting that win 28-17, Gary.
Wow, that was great. It was exciting, and I agree with him. That's one of the best stands I've seen down there on that fourth down, and he got down to within a yard or two, and our defense buckled up right there and stopped. And that just, like he said it beautifully, that's character. That's character. You build on that. You go back and you look at your film and you talk about it. And now you're coming away from a game that you won, and you earned the right to be there, and you earned the right to win. Now you're going to play your number one foe in your area, if there's ever a rivalry starting now, it's got to be Treasure Coast and Vero Beach going at each other again.
All right, with that, let's go back down to the field. We have our Scott Sporting Good players of the game. They're standing by with Derek West. D-Dub?
Down here with our defensive player of the game, Matthew Bacon. And Matthew, I told you tonight, what did I tell you right at the first part of the game?
Yes, sir. You said it's my game tonight.
And it was. Talk me through the that series where we had the goal line stand. I know you got that penalty there, and there seemed like to be this internal motivation for you to say, it's time for me to take this game over.
Yes, sir. So, I made the penalty and had to take over on the goal line, show them really what it's about, and that penalty was just a mistake, and it always happens.
Well, when you deal with a team that has a good running back, it has to be a real challenge to be able to prepare, and it has to be nice to see all of the good hard work to come to fruition.
Yeah, so the running back was really strong. He sent holes pretty hard, but our linebackers can make holes, and we just came to play.
All right, we know that Treasure Coast won tonight. We're going to be going to Treasure Coast to play next week. Talk about what you have to do to get prepared for that game.
Yes, sir. Nothing new. Just it's revenge season, baby.
All right. We'll go celebrate with your teammates, all right? All right. Down here with our offensive player of the game, Chase Stevens. Chase had to be nice tonight seeing our running backs go for, I think we had 3 touchdowns that were running the ball, and it has to be nice feeling for the offensive line.
We came into this week, we wanted to run the ball down their throat the whole game. And even with penalties and mental mistakes, we still were able to make it happen. So I'm really proud of us for that.
Seemed like they were doing a couple of different things in the third quarter. They were kind of changing their alignments and stuff like that. But it seemed like we were able to kind of counter back in the fourth quarter and really run really hard when we needed to.
Yes, sir. We found an open spot in the defense, and we were able to find out which hole to hit, and they hit it.
Well, talk to me about Treasure Coast. Big ball game coming up next week. I know revenge is going to be on our mind. The theme this morning was resetting. It seems like we were able to reset. What do you have to do to get ready for Treasure Coast?
Biggest thing, man, we just got to remember, even though they beat us in the regular season, playoffs, it doesn't matter. It's 0-0. So I think that mentality, we got to come out aggressive and fast, and I think we can get it done.
Absolutely. We'll go celebrate with your teammates. All right, Chase? All right, thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Derek. That is Chase Stevens along with Matthew Bacon, our Scott Sporting Goods players of the game. We'll come back with more of the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show right after this.
Thanks to Roy Bell Grading Services for sponsoring Fighting Indians football and the Fighting Indians postgame show.
Hi, my name is Chase Bell, and my father Roy has served Indian River County in the grading industry for over 40 years. My family and I are proud supporters of Christian FM and the Vero Beach Fighting Indians. Go Vero!
No job too small or too big. Roy Bell Grading Services. We roll the earth. 772-473-4559. Roy Bell Grading Services.
Cafe 66, located on US 1 just south of 8th Street. At Cafe 66, our breakfast menu is all about variety. From biscuits and gravy to country fried steak and eggs to Nutella stuffed French toast. Our lunch and dinner menus have something for everyone, from barbecue platters to unique burgers. Our hours online at cafe66vero.com. We proudly support the Fighting Indians.
Welcome back. It's the Roy Bell Grading Services postgame show, and I'm Paul Tippin along with Gary Paris. Vero Beach gets its win tonight, 28-17 in round 1 of the playoffs. What does that mean? They move on to round 2, and that's going to be Treasure Coast, a team, as Gary says, it's our number 1 foe. It's been our district rival for some time, and earlier this season they obviously defeated us, and so now is an opportunity to have some payback.
Absolutely, and getting some credit to the Panthers out here. You and I both thought this would be a close game. We thought that they were a much better team than a lot of people were talking about and everything. We knew they were scrappy. We knew they would be tough, and the score, it kind of indicated how well these defenses did and these teams did out there. I don't want to take anything away from the Panthers. They gave us all we could take. I mean, we didn't need any more.
No, we did not. Let me give you the final tale of the tape here. Our Durfee's Heating and Cooling final stats of the night. Heritage finishes up with a total of 212 yards of offense. It was 98 on the ground, 114 through the air. They had 9 first downs, no turnovers tonight, but 6 penalties. And so that was, they had, one field goal and one that they missed wide left tonight. For Vero Beach, it was a total of 349 yards of offense, 145 on the ground, 204 through the air. And what can you say? I mean, Osby, 17 carries, 123 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night. He carried the load for the Fighting Indians, Gary.
He did a great job. You get it when you needed it. That's what you handed the ball to him. Lunsford went down with cramps. You had Hillsman that may be out. And so now you went with your stud running back that knows how to score touchdowns, but he also took on the load of being able to run the ball tonight. 17 times, you said?
17 for 123.
Yeah, good job by Octavian. He did a good job.
Did a great job tonight, and of course, Tyler again. He was efficient. 12 of 14 through the air for 204 yards and a touchdown. Roberts again, another solid performance. 4 catches, 97 yards. White had 4 for 38. Lansford 1 for 30. That was our touchdown through the air. Griffin 1 for 7. Boy, he could have had another one. Boy, should have had another one. I have to talk to him in practice this week.
Yeah,
and then Simmons with 2 for 32. So it was a well-rounded performance. Guys came up in certain moments of the game. Obviously Osby carried the bulk of the load, but Tyler with a couple big runs to extend drives. You had big catch by Roberts to make a big first down. Simmons with some big catches as well to get a first down. So it was a good team effort tonight, Gary.
Absolutely. I mean, the weakness of our game tonight, and Lenny always says there's 3 facets to all the game. You have offense, defense, and special teams. Special teams needs a little work.
Yes, it does.
That was part of our problem tonight on special teams. We had a fumble that they recovered, and we fumbled the ball, and we were lucky we got it back. It went out of bounds and all, but that's something he's got to work on right now and getting his team ready. And they got good coaches. It's a big win. This team was 9-1, and they were for a reason. You and I both thought it would be a close game. And we weren't disappointed in that,
right?
But my disappointment is I really felt like at times we looked a little sloppy, and that I know Lenny doesn't like to see that out there. This time of year you're looking for perfection, and but you better find yourself. And again, I think you won't have to give any motivational speeches on this game this week.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing Treasure Coast. This is your big rivalry game right here now. You get a second chance at them. You win it, you go to the 3rd round of the playoffs. You're going down there. You know what they can do. You know how they're going to do it. And as Bill said, that we, after looking at the film, we did some things wrong. We did some things that we can improve on, and I think it'll be a different game, he feels, defensively with that. And I know, Lenny, it told you and I, man, there was just opportunities there that we missed. Yep. And so it's exciting. Now, I'll be in Lubbock, Texas, so I'll have to watch it on YouTube and let you and Matt have fun doing it. But my spirit will be with you guys here, and I'm excited that we're in round 2.
As I think all of Vero Nation is very excited about the Indians moving on. And the best part about this is, we had some sloppy play tonight. We got an opportunity with practice this week to clean that up.
Clean it up.
Instead of going home for the end of the season. So
exactly right.
Good news. Hey, I want to send out a special shout-out to Jay Kendall. He was under the weather tonight. He was unable to be here. And, brother, we miss you. Hopefully you'll be back and ready to go for our game next week with Treasure Coast. So, we got you a win tonight, Jay, all right? So, it's up to you now to get back here in the fold. I want to thank our executive producer of Christian FM Sports and Vero Nation Network. That's John Hamilton. Our director and engineer is Jesse Kriske. Back in the studio is Jacqueline Tipton. Video director tonight was Brian Lewis. He did it all by himself, did a great job tonight. Cameras tonight, Keegan Ingram and Ian Salvatore. stats by Don Dexter. Sidelines, Matt Paris, Derek West, Bobby Paris with interviews, and, of course, GP here with doing the analyzing tonight. I'm Paul Tipton. We'll see you next week, Friday night, 7:30 kickoff, 6:30 with our pregame coverage. As always, good night, God bless, and go Indians.